I really like would discourage other creators from going back to TwitchCon, not just because it was able to happen at all, and what happened during it, and the aftermath. Like, it's just crazy. Like, why would their PR team say that? Like, you can literally see in the clip that he's allowed to walk away. But yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate all the support.
Alright guys, let's get on to today's main subject. We've got a lot to talk about at TwitchCon. Now, if you guys don't know TwitchCon, it's the cool Calm Collected place that at one point hosted the open container grab-a-thon at the drink bar. This is, of course, 2019. It was not the first TwitchCon, and unfortunately, it was also not the last. Show Dan Clancy dropping the... Oh my god, I don't know if I have that queued up. I'd appreciate if someone would send me that clip. This is the reason why we're all here today. Another controversy has struck TwitchCon. Emiru was doing a meet and greet, and not a participant, rather, somebody jumped on the line and, like, assaulted her. Some fucking huge, creepy guy comes in and tries to, like, kiss her. Like, this is, like, that. I mean, that's fucking crazy. This should be the last year of TwitchCon. I think a couple of years ago should be the last year at TwitchCon, and I'll get into some of those things later once we get through this. But you know what's so funny is when things like this happen, when horrible fucking things like this happen at twitch.tv, right? Was this preventable? Was this not preventable? We'll find out in the coming days. We find out that Emiru used to have, like, a really good security guard who was just, I guess, banned, unceremoniously removed, and not allowed to come back.
What's the name of the
which might have helped, which might have contributed.
DeOrio.
Maybe I should talk about this, whatever, who cares. I had a security guard 2 years ago where there was a guy following me around TwitchCon, and he, like, asked him to stop multiple times. My guard asked him and the guy wouldn't stop, so he grabbed the guy, but he didn't, like, hurt him. He was just holding the guy until, like, the con security came. And then for some reason they're like, yeah, because your security guard touched him, he's, like, perma-banned from the venue forever.
I think I understand from a fucking... It's security guard. The security guard needs to be able to touch people. Is this like the thing that they do at, like, grocery stores where they tell you if somebody comes in and starts stealing, you can't touch them or prevent them, you have to just call the police because it's a liability on the venue? I don't know why you'd hire a security guard, though, if you don't want them to do security. Like, he's not a cop, though. He can't touch the person. I don't know. Then what's the point of a security guard? Why use that venue? It's her security guard, not Twitch's security guard. I don't know. If it's a venue liability, I can understand to some degree. But I mean, I also don't know why any content creator would attend an event like this. If you cannot bring your security guard, regardless of the situation, then I don't know why she would be... Like, why she would come back. And we get into that in a little bit, because I don't know why any content creator would come by if they don't let you bring security.
But he didn't even...
Some of these people are too big to be housed in one singular convention.
Hit him or anything. He just, like, held him while they waited for, like, the police to come. And,
what the fuck?
And it was, like, my favorite security guard. I can't have him at TwitchCon anymore. I was just like,
fucked.
Okay. Like, it was so sad, because he did, like, everything.
So, yeah. Former security guard that she brought was not allowed to come back, so that was I mean, in my opinion, that's probably a contributing factor as to why something like this happened. Again, we don't know how this guy got in line. We don't have every angle to see how this guy got up there, but it is crazy that some dude just walks over to her who was not next on... Wouldn't the only place the security guard should, like, be looking is in the direction of Emiru and in the line to make sure there's, like, a peaceful transition from person to person? Isn't that the, like, singular job that they would have if they're standing right there? Like, how could something in that direct line of sight catch you by surprise? That's the only place you're supposed to be looking. She made a video, but don't worry, we're gonna get there. She was required to do a meet and greet in order to keep her TwitchCon show.
So I had to cancel my meet and greet because of the stuff, but in order to, I can't cancel my meet and greet and not cancel her show because of the fact that the reason I cancel my meet and greet is I don't want to be in the same place for 2 hours because of people being weird.
Okay.
And then I'm under contract with them, so I can't cancel one and not cancel the other.
So that's another aspect to this that's kind of fucking crazy. Again, I don't know how her contract tracks with Emiru's contract, but
Interesting.
being forced to attend a meet and greet. A meet and greet is like a deeply personal thing, right? Whereas a show is not anything like that. I don't know, dude.
Oh.
You know what's funny is I was at a Dream meet and greet. This sounds psychotic, but I wasn't there for Dream because I was at VidCon, right? And it was just like this huge line. There were so many security guards, but the way that they did it, which was extremely safe in my opinion, is they boxed him in. There was only one way in, and there was one way out. He was in like a fucking cubicle. Looking at it, it was like a cubicle kind of thing, right? You walk up to Dream, you stand there, you take a picture, and you walk out. They got all the security guards surrounding the fucking thing. There's no way anybody's getting in through the back, you know? That was how I saw the Dream thing. It didn't appear to be the same way for Emiru.
So I'm sorry,
I kept my
Emmy.
meet and greet.
Was there security for the Keemstar meet and greet? Okay, don't do what Nick DeOrio did. There was no security guard at the Keemstar meet and greet. Well, there was. We lied to him because it wasn't a meet and greet. Keem was filming a commercial at Adventureland, and I was invited to be there, just not by Keemstar, because a buddy of mine knows who like owns G Fuel, and they asked if we wanted to go hang out there, not knowing that I knew exactly who Keem was. So we just walked in and we said, "Yeah, dude, we know Keem," and we just walked right in. Okay, don't do that. You're not supposed to do that. Okay. Thank you. That was a thing that happened. That was a couple of years. That was a while ago.
Dark EU a virgin? No, I am not.
Thank you.
Why
wanted
would
to keep
so
my
many
show.
people be Googling that?
Surely it'll be
I'm
fine.
sorry, Emmy.
I'm sure everyone will be nice.
So yeah, that was a thing that's a thing that's supposedly in the air right now. Again, I don't know how the contracts travel between. I appreciate it. Asmongold predicts that it will end TwitchCon. We got a couple of Asmongold things. We don't usually cover a lot of Asmongold, but I do think his opinion is valid here and useful. I think this will be, or should be, the last year of TwitchCon. No woman should go to TwitchCon. I tried to say this and warn people, but I was accused of victim blaming. Hopefully the virtue signaling was worth more victims. Twitch alone is responsible for this with how lax they have been with security. Anybody could have seen this happening. Why? Now, before we get into examples, I'm just going to fire this from the hip. These are all the times I remember. There's the only use me blade stopping a potential sexual assault and definite
Nick
roofing.
just started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
Thank you.
From what I heard, Lurch was in line for a meet and greet next to Emiru with Henya the Genius, a VTuber, and just used it to cross into getting to Emiru. I think he also had a knife or something in his hand.
Jesus
too.
Christ.
Nicholas the Goat, thank you for
Thank
the
you.
$5, my man.
All right, so just out of the top of my head here, just taking a shot in the dark, there's the only use me blade preventing someone from getting roofied and assaulted, right? There's the open containers at TwitchCon 2019. There's this incident. There's the incident where 2 people were injured in the ball pit, and then going outside of direct physical harm or life-threatening situations. They also, last year, and I'm gonna get shit for mentioning it, Twitch hosted the fucking Arab to Jew tier list, which was approved by Twitch, and then little snakes over at Twitch, they ended up banning the creators who did it instead of the people who approved it. We never found out what happened. If Twitch approved that event, right, they went and they scapegoated the creators who participated instead of defending them, saying that it was literally it was a planning mistake. Right, they don't just let you host whatever you want. They don't just give you a show with the fucking reins or whatever removed, right? They have to approve what you're saying and doing on the stage to some degree. And yeah, no, they just kind of let that one go. So I mean, yeah, I don't know how these TwitchCon things still happen. Any one of these individual controversies should probably would have buried a different convention. Yeah, no, we mentioned the ball pit. I have that up here. We're going to take a look at that at the end. There are rumors circulating that the perpetuator of the assault got away. Now, I don't know where it stands at this exact moment in time. I don't know if they've since caught him or something. We'll see that as we go. But there's footage of this guy leaving the venue, allegedly, if that is the guy. They've got footage of him walking out, which is insane. I haven't seen any updates related to that. Bro dipped into the shadows. The thing to be careful of, though, in these scenarios is people who look like certain dudes getting caught in the footage and then harassing people who don't even work there and stuff like that. So you got to be really sure before you say any definitives. The guy in plaid. Twitch reached out to Zach Bussey. I think it's Busey, but Zach Bussey, with a statement about the Emiru situation, says the individual was immediately removed and banned indefinitely from the platform, which, who cares? Hey, listen, dude, could you imagine? P. Diddy's you're going to jail for 4 years for fucking rape, okay? But the real damning shit hasn't even begun. You will be receiving a lifetime ban from twitch.tv. Oh shit! No! Dude, holy fuck, you could like live sexual assault somebody and they only give you a permaban from the platform, dude. That's insane. Well guys, now we finally know what it takes to get banned from Twitch. Dude immediately comes back on an alt. Oh god, it was only 30 days initially. I know. But this is the initial statement they put out. So we'll find out it was 30 days in a couple of seconds. But Twitch is like, yeah, it's a fucking permaban, guys. The safety and security of all those attending TwitchCon is our highest priority. The behavior displayed by the individual involved in this accident was completely unacceptable and
Nick
deeply
just started insulting me
upsetting.
viciously on Twitter.
This is why I am a diehard supporter of TanaCon.
Dude, Tana wins. We immediately removed this individual from TwitchCon premises, and they are banned indefinitely from Twitch, both online and in-person events.
I recommend
Twitch has a
watching
zero
Nicholas
tolerance
DeOrio's
policy
latest
for
video.
harassment, unless it's on your veterans. I have asked for additional details about whether the man was arrested or charges were filed, what they're doing to improve security for meet and greets, and why they haven't made this statement on their own socials or blogs. So, as you could possibly imagine, that was met with this. The safety and security of all those attending TwitchCon is our highest priority. The behavior displayed by the individual... Did they literally just reposted it. They took their fucking statement that they gave Zach Bussey and just... What? Oh god, dude. The safety and security of all those attending TwitchCon is our highest priority. The behavior displayed by the individual involved in the incident yesterday involving high-profile streamers was completely unacceptable and deeply upsetting. In line with existing TwitchCon security protocols, law enforcement and event security were on site and responded to the incident. We immediately blocked this individual from returning to TwitchCon premises, and they are banned indefinitely from Twitch, both online and the in-person events. We are coordinating with the impacted creators team and per our standard protocols, continuing to cooperate with any law enforcement investigations. We have increased security at the meet and greet attendee check-in point, and we will be having additional security personnel surrounding participating streamers. If you've RSVP'd for a meet and greet, please note that we are unable to accommodate +1s for the remainder of the event. That's crazy. I don't know how these people do it. I don't know. I would be fucking mortified if I was as big as any of these influencers and I had to go and sign fucking autographs for like hundreds of people. I don't know how you don't have like insane anxieties like Dream or Emiru or any of these people who do this, even just convention people like fucking Mark Hamill. I don't know how Mark Hamill walks in with like hundreds of fans or whatever coming pouring into a venue from like every place in the country. Scary times we're living in. Twitch is a zero tolerance policy for harassment or acts that inhibit the safety and security of our community. What do we got here? They couldn't even say Emiru. No, of course not. Twitch staff originally allowed the assailant to walk away. This is a context that they added to it, a community note. Twitch staff originally allowed the assailant to walk away and only apprehended him and escorted him out when they were pressed to do so by Emiru's manager. Additional security hired by Twitch laughed at the situation straight after it happened and did nothing to assist. It's really important for us that our creators enjoy their experience at TwitchCon and feel safe. We regret the experiences that were disrupted by this horrible event. I can't, dude. Holy fuck, dude. So obviously everything you just heard was caked in lies. Cinnabrit talks about it, who apparently... you know what? I'm going to take the high road here, and I'm not going to make a Shelbo joke, given the proper context of what's happening. Cinnabrit speaks on the Emiru situation, clarifies that Twitch did not force her to do a show at a meet and greet, says the point on the safety still stands. Needless to say, people hold that disgusting man and security, let him walk through accountable, completely preventable. So this is a clip we saw before. Seeing some misunderstanding with Twitch's clip of Emmy's show, and my team and my contract specifically wanted me to do a show. Okay, this is what I said. I don't know how the contract differ. It sounds like Cinnabrit might have had a different contract to Emiru. Maybe she could have canceled one and not the other. When I canceled, we gave the reason due to not wanting to be in one spot for more than an hour at a time due to security and safety. We pulled the meet and greet, and my team and I decided to pull out of the show for the exact same reason. Because of our contract, Twitch did not attempt to force me to do the show. However, don't take this as me saying it. I don't still stand on what I said about safety. What they dropped the ball on, I meant that, and you will see me at TwitchCon, and due to me wanting to help support my friend. I will now be attending the show. Wanted to clear this up because I think there's a misunderstanding and I don't want anyone to think that I'm being forced. Also, needless to say, please hold all that disgusting man and any security that let him walk through accountable. Disgusting and what appeared to be completely preventable. He should have been arrested immediately, and it blows my fucking mind that he wasn't. So that's additional context for the clip that we previously saw. Now, Emiru drops a statement on her own Twitter about her assault at TwitchCon. Hello everyone, I'm okay, and thank you for all the kind messages. Sorry I can't respond to all of them. Yesterday, the man who assaulted me was allowed to cross multiple barriers at TwitchCon and even in front of other creators' meet and greets to grab me and my face to try and kiss me. Fortunately, he wasn't able to, but a lot of people have pointed out that it could have been a lot worse. It absolutely could have been. There's rumors the guy had like a knife, and if he didn't, he certainly could have. I'm obviously shaken up by what happened, and it's not the first time I've dealt with something like this, but to tell you honestly, I'm a lot more hurt and upset how Twitch handled it during and after the fact. Like I said, I don't understand how he was allowed to make it to me in the first place. The security in the clip who reacts is my own security. It's true, my favorite and usual security guard was banned for holding a stalker's arm to bring him to police at a past TwitchCon. However, there were at least 3 to 4 other TwitchCon security staff in the area who did not react and let the guy walk away, as you can see in the clip, since they don't even appear in the frame. Lol. The woman who is walking me away is my own personal manager, and behind the booth, the only 2 people who were checking in on me and comforting me were her and my friend. None of the TwitchCon staff came to ask what happened or if I was okay. My friend who was present told me that Twitch security was also behind the booth afterwards, joking about how they didn't even see what happened and immediately laughing and moving on to talking about something else. So if no one was checking if I was okay or if I needed anything and they let the guy run away initially, I have no idea what anyone hired to keep the event safe was doing. Lol. So that's that. And there's also, in Twitch's statement, they said that the guy was immediately caught and detained. I'm sorry, that is a lie. He was allowed to walk away from the meet and greet, and I didn't hear he was caught until hours after he attacked me. And it felt like this only happened because my manager pressed for it, not because TwitchCon staff present through thought it was a big deal. I have a lot more I want to say, but I will say it on my stream later today instead of writing a book about it here. Thank you guys again. Sorry you all had to see that. It's definitely my last TwitchCon. It should be everyone's last TwitchCon. And it saddens me to say, as a 10-year off and on attendee of TwitchCon, I think other creators should seriously consider not attending in the future. I did not feel cared for or protected, even bringing my own security and staff. I can't imagine how creators without those options would feel. Stay safe, y'all. Everything is going to be okay. Yeah, that's not Taylor Lorenz is like, stop believing your eyes. Stop. It's okay. Nothing happened. It's safe, dude. Holy fuck. If her interview with Dan Clancy is bad, it looks so much worse now that she's going there to sweep. Holy fuck, dude. Then Asmon Gold comes in and drops his take on the situation. This might be a bit of a long post, sorry. To expand on the situation, and the reason I said this actually had nothing to do with Charlie Kirk or any other civil unrest this year. While of course it's an agitating variable, it was not the reason. Last year at TwitchCon, Nimplol and Wake Wilder were sexually assaulted live and on camera. When the fuck did that happen? Twitch made no statement and pretended like this didn't happen. That type of behavior is disgusting and wrong and has no place in civilized society. Anyone with a brain knew that if this happened to a female creator at the time, Twitch's response would have been completely different. Well, no. I don't. It sounds like it wasn't completely different. It sounds like somebody forced it to be completely different, but anyone without a brain had that proven last night. To me, this proved as an undeniable, cynical reality. Twitch does not care about sexual assault. They care about the optics of sexual assault. If they had cared, it would have approached they would have approached it with men the same way. This proves their motives are driven by optics rather than principle. Under that reasoning, it could be assumed that Twitch would allow the same thing to occur again this year. Why wouldn't they? They got away with it last year. This is what my true reasoning was behind what I said. Even now, Twitch refuses to apologize to Emiru or even name her, innocuous to the uninitiated but obvious to the informed. They are refusing to apologize because it could be used against them in a lawsuit. They are refusing to name her to avoid boosting SEO, search engine optimization, connecting the company to this event, and to not further spread her name in the hopes that it will minimize the controversy. In front of everyone, they put optics over principle and insult your intelligence by assuming you're too stupid to see it, which I agree with. Actions speak louder than words, and what people avoid saying often reveals their true intent. I apologize that sometimes when I speak on issues, I do so in a brash and offensive tone that polarizes people against me. When things like this happen, it makes me think about a lot. It could have made a bigger difference if I was less of an... I'm sorry, could I have made a bigger difference if I was less of an asshole? Maybe, probably not. Stay safe, trust your instincts, and believe what you see and not what you hear. So that was Asmongold's response here. I think that was pretty valuable because, yeah, I think it's a lot of that. I think there's a lot of SEO shit. I think there's a lot of, like, don't sue me shit. I think they're shitting their pants right now. Now, if it was me, I'd be tweeting, I can't believe Amazon's Twitch.tv.
Can I say something to you, Nick?
I can't believe Jeff Bezos' Amazon's TwitchCon event hosted this, and none of the security guards did anything. That's how I would be doing it. I would be pushing in all those SEO things. Thank you, fake name. I appreciate the gifted. I appreciate it. Best friend unearthed some footage from TwitchCon of the suspect walking freely outside of the venue. Is that him right there? He's just chilling. Is that Destiny? No. No. Yeah, that's him. That's insane. Chad incel walking. The music is crazy. Odds of it being... Oh my god, dude. What the fuck? Sent by the management team? What? Okay, well, I'm glad people voted Lone Wolf, because that's insane. Well, I found a better view of the guy walking who assaulted Emiru. He seemed to walk away alone after doing this. Yeah, there he goes.
Yeah, I got a hashtag give it back. So, sneak meet and greet was pretty cool, though. That was fun.
Jesus Christ, there he goes. Imagine filming and then this fucking event just happens right behind you.
Saw the homies back there.
Dude, Bigfoot sighting.
Dude, I can't...
That guy's fucking huge, dude.
Imagine what Joe's...
I can't believe Matt Rempe showed up to Twitch. That's fucking terrifying. Guy should have been arrested on the spot. Well, that's what... I mean, I don't know. You're not going to get that out of Twitch.tv.
7? Did someone say...
Looks like he went around the entrance to the meet and greet and around any sort of security.
7? Do I have 7 minutes? How much time, actually?
It's less than 10 minutes.
Wait, are we actually cooked? It's over, guys. Stream is over. We gotta...
I don't know. I didn't see where that came from. Chad, he's too tall to be Destiny. So now Hassan Piker gives his take on it, which I'm sure, guys, I'm sure is totally rational, totally normal. Nothing unhinged is going to happen here.
See, like, there is, I mean, Destiny literally fucking egged this shit on, and...
Oh, that's also Destiny's fault. Dude, this guy just can't... These guys are, like, locked in a forever war of making each other look better. I'm sorry, making each other look better by looking bad, right? I can't believe that Destiny literally caused this sexual assault to happen live on Twitch.
See, like, there is, I mean, Destiny literally fucking egged this shit on, and has at times straight up said, you know, Hassan deserves to be shot and killed.
Dude, this is insane. Dude, this guy can't even let a woman get sexually assaulted without invoking his own situation. I mean, legitimately, this is actually fucking nutty. This is actually fucking nutty, dude. Come on, bro. Dude, you know, can't just let one girl get assaulted in peace.
Deserves to be shot and killed. And he has actually promoted people in his community that have approached me in different instances.
Dude, in another world, this could have been me who was sexually assaulted at a convention.
Rogan has been harassed by another one of Destiny's friends and content creators as well. You do, I do not. There is not a single...
Wait, Frogan has been harassed by a content creator? How much do you want to bet that they're talking about Ethan Klein and the fucking, and like just sending them the lawsuit? Is that what it is? She's been stalked outside of her house by like a guy trying to serve her? Is that what it is?
Creators as well. You do. I do.
Oh wait, it could be Tectone calling her fat. I guess is that.
Another one of Destiny's friends.
Is it? It can't be Tectone calling her fat.
For instances, Frogan has been harassed.
Dude, I feel like you guys are like victims of first world harassment. I'm coining this term right now because, dude, this is legitimately first world harassment. Look at this Taylor Lorenz tweet. We're going to get into this. I'll reiterate this entire statement when I get into it in the section. Ethan Klein has spent the past year inciting a slew of misogynistic hate and abuse campaigns against women streamers. He doesn't give a shit about women's safety. He actively endangered my physical safety by naming my stalker. I have no idea who her stalker is, and encourages his fans to harass and attack women regularly. To this day, nobody knows who the stalker is or how many sock accounts he's currently activating on Reddit. This is like total delusional fucking retard speak, whatever. Okay, Taylor, you have that. But I guess the overwhelming thing that I want to point out right here is if Denims feels like she was harassed by Ethan Klein, or if Frogan feels like she was harassed by Ethan Klein, then you guys do, honestly, I hate to say this, Taylor, you guys probably deserve more hate. You know, this is first world harassment. There are people out here who are legitimately getting like misogynistic hate and abuse campaigns spammed at them. And it's not Ethan Klein. That's not what he's responding to people who are criticizing him and making fun of people who have taken it personal. I think this is totally justified. I don't think that there's anything that has gone below the belt in terms of like the comments made about Denims or Frogan or something that have come out of Ethan's mouth. If this is legitimately the worst form of harassment that you've ever received in your life, you should count yourself lucky that you're not a creator who gets harassed more. Like, I don't know, Emiru, Sweet Anita, right? Like these people, Amaranth, these people have legitimately had like stalkers, you know? Like this is like, I mean, for female content creators, there are legitimate harassment things that seemingly don't happen for their male counterparts or whatever. Denims, you are not that person. I know Denims likes to jump in and I guess kind of do what Hassan has done here where, oh, look, someone has been sexually assaulted at TwitchCon. How can I make this about me? Because she dove in to the Pixie stuff and was like, Destiny recorded me without my knowledge once because she had sex with his moderator in his bed and he recorded a conversation with her and kind of threw herself into the ring of, you know, illicit recordings without people's knowledge involving sexual nature stuff being redistributed, and she kind of like dove headfirst into that. So I mean, all these people are huge pieces of shit. All these people deserve more hate than they're getting. It's first world harassment. I hope that kind of explains my philosophy on that.
See, like there is I mean, Destiny literally fucking egged this shit on and has at times straight up said, you know, Hassan deserves to be shot and killed. And he has actually promoted people in his community that have approached me in different instances. Frogan has been harassed by another one of Destiny's friends and
I can't believe they're talking about Tectone
creators as well. You do.
Dude, imagine watching a girl get sexually assaulted live on Twitch and being like, dude, someone called my friend fat.
I do not. There is not a single...
I can't believe all the harassment that has been levied against me. Yes, dude, I'm eternal victim. Let's go.
I have ever fucking thought that this was appropriate, especially because not only do I sometimes am on the receiving end of this shit, I also think it's like a objectionable behavior. It's horrible behavior.
I've never seen Hassan Piker jump out and say that I have been a victim of vicious harassment. Don't forget Hassan's fans literally were arrested. Okay, dude. Yeah, I mean, I don't know the whole thing of that, but I didn't see that. You can send me the link if you want.
So, like, there are literal content creators who unironically do this kind of shit and promote this kind of shit.
That's very good, Hassan, but I can't help but notice your dog isn't in the background of your video.
And it's really fucking gross. There are content creators...
Where's your dog?
...who themselves engage in this kind of behavior as well. Now, obviously, there's a difference between, like...
Look, I only went to Adventureland to meet Keemstar one time.
A content creator that knows the other content creator and is, like, on, you know, friendly... and is friendly with the other content creator and they're like collaborating or whatever versus like a random content creator who is just like,
I can't believe he's making this about himself. It's amazing. All right, now we're going to take a look at Emiru's statement. She actually streamed during this whole thing. She gave a concise statement on her Twitch, and we're going to take a look at that right now. So she walks in here and kind of just swings right at Twitch.
Wake the fuck up, samurai. We have a city to burn. Okay, Okay, so
Is that a fucking quote from Cyberpunk?
first of all,
Holy shit, that is not... Dude, imagine Dan Clancy is sitting in his room right now, like in the I Am Alex VidCon hotel room, and he's just like, oh shit, dude, this is not good. Yeah, dude, Johnny Silverhand moment comes out of nowhere. Oh my god, dude. This is a catastrophic event for that organization.
you guys will have to forgive me because I'm not meant to be doing streams like this. I'm meant to be playing fucking dress up in my room, playing video games, okay?
Again, this is like, people have been criticizing Twitch for a while. This is not that, right? This is just like something both sides of the aisle should agree should not happen at Twitch. I should be agreeing with like Hassan Piker's orbiters. Me and Mike from PA should be like shaking hands on this issue, that this should not happen at TwitchCon.
I did not want to have to do like a stream like this. Like, it feels like I'm doing like a fucking press conference or something. But first of all, hope you guys are all feeling okay. Sorry you had to see that. You know what I'm supposed to be doing right now, actually? I'm supposed to be going over my run of show for my TwitchCon show, which I am still doing, by the way, because of all the work that the production staff and the cosplayers in it put into it.
Bro, dude, I would be on the first plane home. Holy I cannot believe she's able to like get herself together to do this stream, and B, that she's gonna give them anything. I get that the audience is here to see her, but like they have to make some sort of sacrifices and let her fucking staff in there. Like, her security needs to be present.
Not their fault that happened. I'm still gonna do it. But yeah, I don't even know where to fucking start. I don't know if you guys can see this. I wrote fucking notes for this because there's so much stuff that I feel like needs to be talked about, which is also why I was very aggressive in my tweet earlier today, which is, I mean, you guys know me. I am never like that.
Yeah, I think in like 5 years of covering drama, I don't think her name has come up once, but it's not because she's like quote unquote irrelevant or anything. She's actually very relevant. I've heard of her, I just haven't heard of her being in drama.
I just feel like, in a way, it's my responsibility, you know what I mean? Because it's not just about me, like this could have happened to anyone. Honestly, for all we know, this could have already happened to someone, a small streamer, and someone just wasn't filming it. Which, okay, I'll just start this by saying, shout out to the guy who filmed it and put it on Twitter, because last night after this happened, I was thinking like, fuck.
Oh, fuck, do you think there's any venue security footage that they even pulled?
Like, I have to talk about this. Like, people need to know that this happened, like, how am I gonna do that? And then—
Dude, imagine how much hate she would have gotten if they didn't get this on film, and it was all spoken word testimony. Imagine like the initial pushback wave that would have hit her in defense of Twitch and in defense of like, I don't know. That would have been catastrophic.
Someone happened to post it on Twitter, so thank fucking God I didn't have to figure that out myself. Which, okay, like I said, this is gonna be a mess because I'm
no hate, but it wouldn't have blown up. If it did blow up, she would have got a shitload of hate.
Meant to be doing these kinds of
unless somebody who is there could like, I guess, speak on it, like say, oh, we saw this or something, or if the venue, like, do you think that they would have pressed to get the guy arrested if it wasn't caught on film? Or do you think that they just try to like hope it doesn't go viral and react accordingly there?
Streams. I don't think that Twitch would have put out an official statement if that clip wasn't posted and going viral.
Okay, so all right, so it happened again. It happened again, chat. So yeah, okay.
And even after the fact that clip was posted and going viral, as far as I know, the other people who had meet and greets today were not reached out to ask if they wanted extra security or if they even wanted to cancel their meet and greet.
That's fucking you would think, right, that they would just have that by default. Maybe charitably, maybe that's what they did. Maybe they just boosted security.
Like, maybe some people
But you would have to touch base with people, right? This is like an Ian and Anissa maybe post in the fighter group chat, let them know what's going on kind of thing, right?
But
like all hands on deck meeting, hey, listen, your safety is our highest priority. They should be hearing that from Twitch before we hear it even.
I know for a fact Extra Emily wasn't. My personal manager made sure that she had extra security. No one reached out to her.
Really? They should drive for her.
Don't know about everyone, but I know that for a fact.
Do they have security for the people she drives past when she goes tee-hee swerving through lanes?
Okay, so let's just start from the beginning, because I want to be able to run through everything before the show starts. The show starts in a fucking hour.
Do you remember when she just decided, she's like, oh, I just always run this red light on stream? Whoopsie.
Okay, my notes are a fucking mess. It looks like a schizo board. But yeah, again, thank you to the guy that put it on Twitter. Thank you to the people that talked about it. Because otherwise, I don't know if anything would have been done or would have been taken seriously. Straight up. So, I'm just gonna go through, from my perspective, what happened, what I saw, the order of events. So, I was doing my meet and greet, and I've seen people saying that it was an obligation given to me, like to be a featured creator and to have my show, I had to do a meet and greet. Which,
to my knowledge, that's incorrect.
Is true. I was told that I had to do a meet and greet, but...
Oh, fuck. Okay, never mind. That is correct. I was wrong. I was wrong.
As far as I know, there's some people that cancel.
You have to do a meeting. Oh my god.
Regardless, I didn't cancel. I thought it was going to be fine.
Oh my god.
I show up at 4. I'm doing my meet and greet. This happened about 30 minutes into my meet and greet, so I was probably only like 20 to 30% done with my meet and greet. I was...
Bro, fuck that shit. I would not want the show.
Taking a picture with
Dude,
someone
what do you
else.
get for doing the show?
Like, completely normal, nice guy. And then I see, out of the corner of my eye, there's a guy walking around the side of the meet and greet. And he crosses in front of the meet and greet of the person to the left of me, which is a VTuber, so...
Dude, at that point, this person's like making a fucking beeline in front of the, like in front of the line of people waiting. There has to be somebody responding to this. Right? Like, there has to be.
He's able to walk up and in front of another streamer's meet and greet, and then he walks up to me, and he's like walking with a purpose, you know what I mean? And he grabs me, but I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Like, but in my head, I'm like, it seems like he's supposed to be here, and then he leans in like he's gonna tell me something. So in my head, I'm like, maybe it's like TwitchCon staff like coming to let me know something, because like,
yeah, I mean, this guy is fucking huge. Maybe you think it's a security guard saying, hey, look, there's like something happening over there. We have to get you out of here.
Where you're at an event. And
but then you realize that he was the something.
Someone will like come up to like
she could have died? Absolutely.
Know something, you know what I mean? But I'm still like freaked out because he grabbed me. That's not normal. And then he grabs my face and he leans in.
Like, I'm sorry. People are going to say it's like fucking... cringy to be like, oh, she could have died. What is Twitch gonna do about this? But if somebody is so fucking unhinged to like break through a meet and greet, grab somebody, get really close to them, put their fucking head like 2 inches away from their face, like they're already understanding that there's going to be some sort of consequence here. This person is like unhinged. This person's a maniac. Again, I don't know what stops a person like this from like having a fucking weapon at that point. If this person is just like doing this already. This person's already not acting in any way that I could quantify or understand.
And lips puckered, tries to kiss me. And I start screaming. You can't hear it in the clip, but I'm fucking screaming my head off. And then my security, Twitch's security is like nowhere near me, nor to be found. I can see them, but they don't do anything. My security jumps up and shoves the guy away from me and is like, get the fuck out of here. And he's allowed to walk away and leave. Yeah, so then after this point, I did not see a lot of what happened here. This is just based off what people in the line told me.
Yeah, I see you in chat. I know, yeah, Christina Grimmie was an example where somebody didn't just go up and hug her. It obviously had a very different outcome there.
My friend, Bonnie, who was there, told me, and Melissa, my manager, told me. So the woman who moved me away from the meet and greet was
not
my
affiliated with Twitch.
Personal manager. That was not Twitch staff. No one in Twitch staff came up to me to like see what was going on. My manager and Bonnie moved me to the back, and they're like hugging me and being like, do you want to finish your meet and greet, basically. And I was back there for like a minute, and I was like, you know what, like I want to finish it, because like of all these people here that, you know.
What does Rose Malay think about all this? Dude, I'm telling you right now, in a week's time, Rose Malay is going to say that she actually did track the person down before the police got to them and filmed a 30-minute interview with the person and asked them questions about bread, taste, and music. I guarantee you, Rose Malay will do some shit like that. That would happen. Oh, come on. There we go.
They're just nice, normal people. And I go back out there, and still there's no one from Twitch there. And the poor guy that I was taking the picture with originally, he looks, he's like fucking mortified, and he's like, what the fuck just happened? And again, no one from Twitch there. I say to this guy, I'm like, I'm sorry you had to see that, and he's like, no, like, I'm so sorry that happened to you. Why am I having to tell the TwitchCon attendees and my fans, sorry you had to see that, and not like someone from Twitch or Twitch security? Anyway.
Because they can't name you, unfortunately.
So I didn't see this. This is just what my friend and my manager were telling me.
Yeah, I just cannot help. Dude, imagine if that fucking footage didn't get posted. Imagine if somebody wasn't just sitting there with a fucking camera. It's insane.
Security, like, kind of, like, got together after that and were like, wait, what happened? Oh, I didn't even see what happened, haha. And just, like, started talking about something else. So it's like...
Do they think that, like, it was somebody else's problem to deal with? I mean, that's completely fucking bizarre.
Just to, like, line all that up. But I didn't talk at all about the aftermath of all of this.
Who was that guy? I mean, again, I don't know why I don't know that guy's face and name. Why can't I plaster that all over my stream? I mean, it's totally justified to do that. How do I not know this guy's fucking name yet? That's insane. It's been like a full 24 hours.
I don't think anyone knows this, save for like maybe some streamers that I'm friends with that came to spend time with me or that I talked to last night. Whew, okay. So I finished the meet and greet, and I was escorted back to my hotel by my one security guard. Oh, and also, by the way, I've seen clips, people bringing up clips of me talking about how...
Oh, someone just said, wait, what was this? But what has she said about Palestine? You can't even drop a funny Hassan Piker, but what about Palestine meme? Because he's already literally on stream and made this about himself. I don't know, whatever.
My previous favorite security guard was permabanned from TwitchCon because at a previous TwitchCon 2 years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, there was a stalker and he held him by the arm until police got there. And because of that, he was indefinitely banned from TwitchCon.
Yeah, you can't do that, I guess, for, like, liability reasons. I don't know how security guards, like, do you have to be, like, a licensed security guard or something? Like, what can you, if you're not a cop, what can you reasonably do as security other than just stand there and look intimidating? Also, when I hear security guards, I do kind of immediately in my head default to the Ethan Klein video, where if these, you know which one I'm talking about, the security video.
Like from all of TwitchCon, not just the venue.
License and has insurance? Ah.
Anyway, that just a side note. Okay, man, I wrote down a lot of shit here.
Citizen's arrest is legal and allowed, Nick. Okay, but, like, I'm just telling you, like, if you work in some of these different locations, they're going to tell you don't touch anybody because, yes, citizen's arrest is totally legal in certain locations or maybe even everywhere. I have no fucking idea on the legality of that. But also, you can get an entire organization sued if you do something incorrect, right? Like, that's what they're worried about. They're worried about getting civilly sued, right? Not legally arrested or something. Black ice, yeah.
Okay, can I just also say, what you guys are seeing here is character development. I've always been the person who never says shit. Like, I just want everyone to have fun and for things to go well. Why am I the person who has to do this?
Why do creepy fucking degenerate weirdos have to go up and try to, like, sexually assault you live at your fucking meet and greet? Why does every security guard there fail you at this fucking venue? With these extremely large creators who are being told they have to do these meet and greets to do their shows. Yeah, I don't know, why was this ruined for you? It's awful. I don't have an answer for this. I don't know why this was ruined for you. Not even sarcastic. I don't know.
I'm escorted back to my hotel. I let some of my friends know. They come to my hotel to see me and spend time with me, like make sure I'm okay and everything. And then my manager's letting me know. She says, okay, my manager, I've contacted the police. They're gonna come talk to you about pressing charges, etc. They're trying to find the guy. They haven't found him.
Bro, why is the...
I'm like, what? Anyway.
Also, I love Twitch, dude. Holy shit. What is happening?
At some point while I'm with my friends, a police officer comes and talks to me, interviews my manager, talks to my Twitch partner.
What is happening? I can't pause. What is wrong with Twitch? Dude, the video player just died. Dude, he's literally trying to stop the stream right now, dude.
Hotel.
Dan Clancy is trying to stop the stream. The video player just completely shit it. Like, what the hell?
To see me and spend time with me, like make sure I'm okay and everything. And then my manager's letting me know.
What is Bunty King to you? A person?
Thank you.
Who is Bunty King?
Nicholas DeOrio.
Damn it. Yeah, Dan Clancy is trying to goon. He wants this off the screen.
I fully bet Twitch didn't fork over the cash for a decent company.
Bro, that's insane because
wait, through the venue with their own separate
what was the
rules.
only discussion around TwitchCon for the last month or whatever? Anything about TwitchCon, what did you see? It was that creators aren't safe at TwitchCon and why they're not going, right? All of these creators are like, I can't go to TwitchCon, it's not safe to be there. So how do they respond?
Okay, my manager, I've contacted the police, they're gonna come talk to you about pressing charges, etc. They're trying to find the guy, they haven't found him. I'm like, what? Anyway.
Bro, they had him in 4K!
So at some point while I'm with my friends, a police officer comes and talks to me, interviews my manager, talks to my Twitch partner manager, who by the way, she's so sweet, like she didn't do anything wrong here. All of that happens, and then I'm complaining to my friends, I'm like, the fuck do I do here, guys? Like, I have to talk about this, blah, 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 and they're like, oh, like, don't worry about that right now, and then suddenly Wake's like, wait, why is my Discord saying, hope Emmy's okay, and I'm like,
oh, don't worry about talking about this to anybody.
Again, thank God someone was filming, because otherwise, so after that, I start getting a lot of messages, I'm responding to people, and my manager comes back to me, and she's upset. She's like, okay.
Like, as one would be.
I've been talking to Twitch people, and I'm really upset because I noticed a lot of negligence.
I recommend watching Nicholas DeOrio's latest video.
Nick's streams are great, because he always says, the VOD watchers will never know, but then they do end up knowing.
Alright, that was personal. I'll accept that one because it's true, but that was a personal attack. That was actually harassment.
Around the event, and I'm not happy with the way that they're handling it now. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, well, I asked them, you know, like, what are they gonna do about this? And you know what they said initially? They said, oh, well, he's banned from the platform for 30 days. What?
Bro, who the fuck is that guy? How did they even identify what his Twitch username was? Wait, if they were able to ban him for 30 days, they probably have access to his full legal name. What's happening?
And then she's obviously like, hello? Like, that needs to be indefinite. What the fuck are you talking about? Also, that's like nothing to do with anything. No one gives a fuck if he's banned on Twitch or not. Like, we're talking about the convention here. So they change it to indefinite. Takes an hour for that to happen, by the way. These two people are
an hour?
The head of security for Amazon and the head of risk for Twitch.
I recommend watching Nicholas DeOrio's latest video.
Dude, Amazon does not get enough hate, dude. Amazon needs to be taking the brunt of this one. Thank you.
Also, later the same night, I'm not gonna drop names here because I wasn't there, so I didn't see it. But I had multiple people tell me.
The user is on the badge? Dude, I can't imagine. All right, well, it's a shame we missed this, but thankfully, our CCTV footage has told us what username to give a 30-day ban to.
That key...
Imagine being the employee who would have been tasked with unbanning that guy in 30 days.
Twitch representatives last night were out partying. Okay. Also another detail. Sorry, my lines are all crazy here. My Twitch didn't approach my...
I'm sorry, this is like the most insane. Imagine, dude. I'm literally, dude, I'm picturing Dan Clancy jumping up and down, pumping his fist like, tonight's gonna be a good night. While like there are people cracking at the computer being like, all right, this is how much we're liable for if we get sued here. Dan Clancy is just sitting there like, oh my god, dude, I can't.
Manager to talk to their head of security. It took them 2 hours to approach her to
2 hours
about what happened.
Bro!
And by then she had already talked to police and called a lawyer on her own. My manager, Melissa.
No wonder the guy got away.
And they showed her a photo of the guy that I believe a fan took, by the way. A fan took a photo of him, not one of their security guards. They're like, oh yeah, here's this photo.
I hope she sues Twitch and puts Dan Clancy into generational debt.
Yeah, me too. I heard that Dan Clancy was at that party, which is even funnier.
We're like gonna find him. He still had his badge and his wristband and everything. the guy. So, yeah, I really...
Dude, here's the TwitchCon party.
I just like... You look like...
Dude, this is the actual official TwitchCon party, if you guys don't know. Oh, let me make sure this thing doesn't pull up my DMs. Yeah, this is the TwitchCon party, dude.
You look like a fucking miserable fucking little cunt all the time. Like, your face is annoying.
Dude, Dan Clancy's walking in to take a pee.
Like, I actually fed up of looking at you, which is why I sleep downstairs. I don't want to have to go upstairs. Oh, you're taking all the covers. It's like fucking woman just like fucking asked me to buy another one or to stop fucking complaining. There's nothing that annoys me. Nothing needs to be an argument because everything is fixable. Buy a new duvet. I sleep downstairs. No, you've always got to act like none of this stuff because you're not actually trying to fix it. Like it's infuriating at this point. Like earlier, you're miserable about something. All you have to do is know what it is. It's fine. You don't like you don't nothing.
I recommend watching Nicholas DeOrio's latest video.
No wonder the security sucks.
Thank
Alex
you.
was even let in with a brick in his hand.
Dude, so wasn't careful of copyright right after Alex dropped the N-bomb. Dude, the best part is now, as soon as you think it's gonna end,
Who really fucking cares?
all right, I'm done. Yeah, that was Dan Clancy taking a piss at the TwitchCon party after the Emiru incident.
I feel like a lot of this process wouldn't have happened if it weren't for my manager advocating for me so hard.
Yeah, I feel like that's dude. Speaking of feelings, yeah, I have a feeling that's probably the case. Yeah.
And, I'll get to that later.
Have you seen Dan's live stream where he had to shut it off because he got the call? No, I need that clip. Wait, did they Mr. President him? And he's like, "Sir, Emiru has been sexually assaulted at the fucking event." And then Dan's just like, "What? Dude, get off! Get off the stream! Please send me it. I don't have that clip. Please, somebody get me that clip." Dude, they Mr. Presidented him.
So they also showed my manager some security footage.
Dude, Taylor Lorenz was there. Oh, never mind.
Of the area.
Dude, Taylor Lorenz was there. And unironically, they've turned this into a fucking URR.
And the guy was able... He was waiting for there to be a gap in security, and there was. He was able to walk through the side, not through like the 2 lanes of meet and greet people who had signed up and been like background checked.
Was this the second hit to the tower? Was Only Use Me Blade the first? No. The Only Use Me Blade incident is numero uno. The fact that they had open fucking containers of liquor and a beer in 2019 is also a huge problem. The 2 women who were injured, obviously, at the previous TwitchCon was also a problem. TwitchCon, like, every single year has had some form of, like, viral controversy associated with it. I think, like, any individual, like, one of these things could have potentially fucked over the company. Or any other company that would, like, look to host these events. But no, TwitchCon has it all the time. This is not, like, this isn't even, like, the only time something like this has happened.
For my meet and greet. He was able to just walk through because there just wasn't, like, consistent security there. Oh my gosh. And then so yeah, that's basically my day yesterday. And then today, this morning, I was told that Amazon flew in their global head of something to redesign the whole process and security of the...
Ow, it's still happening! Hey, we're gonna need you to come down here. Yeah, I know, it's difficult. We're gonna need you to come out here and fix all the security at the event that's currently going on. I know, it's not Dude, I can't. I actually can't, bro. There's simply no way.
On for the rest of the convention. Why wasn't there someone like that here?
Yeah, quick, can we just get a redesign? Yeah.
Ready? Or like they didn't do that
Yeah, why wasn't that happening when all these streamers were clamoring for more security? Obviously in the weeks leading up to the event, when they said they wouldn't be attending because of security risks.
First,
Why
it was
wouldn't they do
Color
that?
Hate,
Thank
then
you.
it was a diaper furry, and now the implosion of TwitchCon. This month has been interesting to say the least.
This whole year has been
Honeybee,
insane.
honeybee, 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 honeybee.
Never would this have happened at TanaCon. Bro, I cannot stress enough. The worst thing about TanaCon was people got sunburned because there were so many people who wanted to go there that they couldn't fit them in the venue.
Beforehand, like, hello, I'm sorry. So yeah, they, I guess they know that they fucked up really bad if they're flying in their Amazon's global head. And also, I want to make it clear so that people understand this. I am so lucky and privileged, okay? Do you know how much I spent on security to be able to come to this event in the first place?
Dude.
Like, but I'm not—
I can't even— she's legitimately lucky. She's not wrong.
just talking about yesterday. I'm talking about my security for like my RV trip that I did with my friends and stuff. I spent over $10,000. Some people who stream on Twitch don't even make $10,000 in a year. What the fuck are they supposed to do? Like, if you watch the clip, the security guard who pushes the guy away is my security. The woman who pulls me to the back, my manager. If you're a small streamer and you don't have those resources, or someone in your line's not filming, what the fuck do you do?
Nothing, no. This is something, like, dude, your safety is something that is secured for larger streamers at TwitchCon, but not insured to the point where, like, nothing bad could possibly happen. Dude, the security doesn't care either way, but, like, I guess retribution or justice is only for larger streamers.
No one would have known. Like, it's actually fucking insane. Like,
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter, Nick Oreo, Mr. Oreo.
This just in, Taylor Lorenz cat called by a crypt keeper because they were similar in age.
Oh god. What you guys don't know is that Taylor Lorenz actually put together the Millennium Puzzle, and she's a 5,000-year-old pharaoh who reigned over Egypt.
I'm genuinely angry. Like, I am not an angry person. Like, it's just ridiculous, and like, honestly,
Women need to learn self-defense, I hate to say it. Look, I'm sure a kickboxing class would be a great thing for people to do, but maybe the men and women that were surrounding her could have not dropped the ball and giggled about it and let the guy get away. You know? It's like, yeah, I do think that those things could probably help, but ultimately, this is because an entire organization hired a bunch of dipshits who didn't give a flying fuck about the people they were supposed to be protecting, and probably hope this was like a fun little gig where they don't have to do a lot and get paid for it. Ultimately, that's not a safe environment for people who have extremely parasocial audiences following them. It's not a safe environment for people who are doing rare public meet and greet stuff as influencers. It's just it's an extremely scary thing to not take seriously.
I genuinely think there have been other people who have been...
Hold on, wait, I have to defend the commenter now. 6'2" man, 5'6" woman with kickboxing. Excuse me, I saw The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 1, when Ellie flipped that gigantic guy over her back, so clearly this could have been something that was handled with kickboxing. Are you telling me that HBO is lying to me?
Sexually assaulted.
Dude, when Ellie flipped that gigantic dude over, dude.
Groped, like...
No, of course you're right.
Fucking knows, worse at these conventions. And just
the point is that Ellie shouldn't have to flip that guy over. That guy should have got stopped 6 checkpoints like in front of that, right? That shouldn't have gotten that far.
Nobody knows, because like I said, they didn't post any kind of announcement, weren't letting other streamers with similar events as me, similar meet and greets know, until there was like a viral clip. And by the way, they can't even mention my name in it. Thank you guys. Thank you. And okay, hold on. Let me pull up what they wrote, because that was another thing that was crazy to wake up to.
I mean, I can't believe she's doing this live. She literally said, "Fuck it, let's do this live," and she's recounting a traumatic experience in front of thousands of people. That is insane. Bro, I would absolutely script this shit, dude. There's no way. But again, I guess I understand why she has to do it. If the event's not safe, her fans are present at the event, right? You should kind of give the nod, like you guys should be elsewhere. Like, to my friends and fans, you should probably leave.
Alright, let me read this. The safety and security of all those attending TwitchCon is our highest priority. The behavior displayed by the individual involved in the incident yesterday
If she did good? Yeah, it sounds like she's doing great. I just would be horrified. Wouldn't you want, like, somebody next to you to bounce off of if you feel like this is, like, kind of going off the rails? To do this alone, too.
Involving a high-profile streamer was completely unacceptable and deeply unsettling. In line with existing TwitchCon security
Nick
protocols.
just started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
I would be up there with the
Fight or flight
manager.
kicked in and she said fight despite being a 100 pounds lady. Props.
True.
Law enforcement event security were on site. That's a lie. That's literally a lie. And responded to the incident. We immediately blocked this individual from returning to the TwitchCon premises, and they're banned indefinitely.
It sounds like that's not the case.
From Twitch.
Why do they keep saying banned indefinitely from Twitch? Like, that's just like
both on
like something that even matters. Like, anybody cares if they're, oh no, I can't believe this person's in offline chat.
Online and in-person events. Okay, like, no one cares about online. We are coordinating with the impacted creators team, that's true, and per our standard protocols, continue to cooperate with any law enforcement investigations. We've increased
That doesn't sound like pursuing, that sounds like, yeah.
security at the meet and greet attendee check-in point, and we'll have additional security personnel surrounding participating streamers. If you've RSVP'd for a meet and greet, please note that we're unable to accommodate +1s for the remainder of the event.
Bro, any other event, I feel like would just cancel this fucking, like, can the meet and greet aspect to this, right? If this shit was happening right now and the security completely failed one of their, like, larger content creators that were there, I can't imagine why they're even hosting meet and greets today. Like, how that's even happening. Like, in the same venue with the same security guards?
Why they said that,
Dude, this guy's gonna get banned on his day off. Yeah, dude, they're gonna Hassan protocol him. They're gonna ban him for the remainder of his vacation and unban him promptly when he gets home. Even though he's like a viewer and he doesn't even make money on the platform.
thought about that because of Melissa, my manager. She said, were you vetting people coming through the line? They said, oh yeah, everyone had to sign up and they get background checks, but they're allowed to bring a +1.
Why would you do background checks if you could just let, like, a sex offender come with you? What the fuck? Why?
Are there +1s background checks?
We do background checks. Yeah, so I'm gonna be bringing Eat That Pussy 445.
No.
Yeah, we will be attending the Ryan's Toy Review one.
No. Melissa was like,
that's insane!
Okay, guys, Twitch has zero tolerance for harassment or acts that inhibit the safety and security of our community.
Did you see Taylor Lorenz running defense for Twitch? Again, Taylor Lorenz deserves more hate. Above board, valid criticism, of course. But clearly, I mean, this is just insane. I don't know what she said about this, but her defense of Twitch in regards to Dan Clancy is insane.
Yeah.
The +1 is a wild card? Dude, it just sounds like fundamentally something has fucked up conceptually. If they're doing background checks on people and not considering +1s.
Yeah, I don't even know, like, I'm just tired, guys, like, I'm just so tired of...
Dude, that sounds like a fucking parody article headline. Taylor Lorenz controls the locust. Dude, we regret to inform you that Taylor Lorenz is in control of the locust horde.
I've just had so many things happen.
Oh god, somebody just said Bo Blacks in the chat. You just triggered me. I've been triggered. Dude, this guy's doing a fucking Rick and Morty sketch in real life. I need we need a palate cleanser for like 3 solid seconds here, please. Please give me this palate cleanser. Oh my god, did you hear the Bo Blacks news? I cannot believe this. Okay, wait. I've been taking acting class. I've been taking acting classes for about a month and a half now, and I'm always so pumped after. So excited to keep pursuing it and potentially add some of what I learn into my YouTube videos when I return to making them. the positive feedback for my over-the-top acting in streams, like when I told Ethan Klein to talk about the allegations, and my improv screaming match against Keemstar is what pushed me to pursue this further. So thanks for that, Heart. I love it so much. The most fun I've had with creative work in years. This is like insane. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Sorry. That was our little palate cleanser there. I was like, I literally spit my drink out this morning. All right, keep going.
And like, you know, stuff just happens, like, especially when you're like a creator or like a girl creator in particular. But I just feel like I've been failed so many times.
Because this is like uncharacteristically bad treatment to a female content creator. People who are historically treated poorly. They have found a way to treat women worse on Twitch.tv. Something that we couldn't have fucking possibly foresaw. That's insane.
Lied to so many times. And I'm always like, you know, it's okay, we'll figure it out. You should have figured it out already. You should have fucking figured it out already. Oh my god. So yeah, that's basically, unless I'm forgetting something, a rundown of everything.
Did you see that Legal Mindset dropped a fast facts for legal stuff on the situation? Man, I can't wait to watch that guy explain why this is bad, dude. Holy shit, dude. I gotta get on that immediately.
But yeah, it's fucking insane. And, I mean, I'm not usually the type of person to talk about this stuff, but it's like, well, did I look?
What are you supposed to do? Just kind of let them do this to other people? No, I totally get this. You're not like a drama queen for showing it. Dude, there are other people who have to do these fucking meet and greets. People need to know that even after a month's worth of pushback from large creators saying they're not attending, Twitch still doesn't give a fuck about security for these people. Yeah, absolutely. This is a fucking service that you're doing to your peers.
Lie about anything? No. Like, what are you gonna be mad at me for telling, like, the things that y'all did wrong?
Imagine they sue her or something for like defamation. Dude, that's such a Twitch thing to do, is sue the victim.
And like, okay, so another thought that
Is this suable? Everything's suable. It's just, I don't know if they have a case.
I had was like, maybe like the reason Twitch said in their thing, like, oh, security immediately got the guy. Maybe like, you know, they hired like shitty security and they like lied to them so they wouldn't like, you know, lose their job or not get paid. Maybe if you guys had like, you know, actual cameras and like good comms, no one would be able to lie or have to lie. Like, why?
Yeah, why is there not like a Panasonic digital replay that has 15 different fucking angles of this incident? I mean, like, seriously?
Why is it better?
Could you imagine they had a camera, but it's obscured by like the background wallpaper or whatever they put in front of her?
Or like easier to find out something happened in fucking Among Us than at TwitchCon? Hello? It's fucking insane. But yeah, I just want to tell you guys all that. This is character development. I'm fucking sick of it. I'm so sick of it. Like this was just the final straw for me. Oh my goodness. Oh. But yeah, I have been, okay, something else. Sorry, I just keep remembering shit. It's gonna be like this for
again. It's not like this is scripted, so things are gonna come back to her as they come back.
The rest of the stream. I saw a thing that said I was in their like top 5 or top 10 most followed streamers attending this event.
Yeah, I guess they didn't care about that. Yeah, I guess that hadn't occurred to them.
You claim to care about rape, and you're
thank you, fake name,
who has a segment on a show called Ultimate Rape Review.
If that happened to me,
this is sad.
What the fuck is happening to small creators that we don't even hear about because no one's filming them? Like, they tweet it and—
yeah, they just have to shut up and deal with it.
There's a KFC in Yemen!
The only time I hear of Bo Blacks, it's in your stream and all I can think of is he. Reminds me of like Buffalo Bill. Would you let me speak? I'd let me speak. I'd let me speak so hard.
That is a diabolical super chat. I just need to sit with that for holy shit. That just killed my train of thought. Jesus Christ.
Like Twitch doesn't feel the need to follow up with them or publicly. It's just.
There's not a lot of super chats that stop the entire stream. That one stopped the stream.
But yeah, I think I covered everything, and I've been a streamer on Twitch for 10 years. I attended the very first or maybe the second TwitchCon ever in 2016, 2015. And
well, now I know why you brought so much security. She knew! She knew!
Yeah, like I understand back then it was different, but I feel like
it hasn't really gotten better then, has it?
Like, I know they say there's security upgrades, but it really feels like there's
yeah, literally, that's what she's saying. It's like, I know it was bad before, but that was like a long time ago, and they say they're, you know, upgrading security, but it really doesn't feel that way, and yeah, you're not alone on that one. We feel the same way.
Like, I know they say there's security upgrades, but it really feels like there's not. Like, another thing that happened, I forgot to mention. So the way that the meet and greet worked is like, people line up, they come through, they take a picture, then they're supposed to walk through the back and leave. There were people walking through the back trying to come up to my booth, or like, I mean, not all of them were like malicious intent, obviously. Like, some people would leave and be like, oh shit, my picture is bad, I'm gonna go back and ask for another one. And my manager had to be the one to tell them like, oh no, you can't, like, keep moving. And there was even like, I think it was fucking Neon.
And like, that's not a person there with like malicious intent. That's just a casual person who's able to then walk back up to her. I'm sorry, dude. I feel like if you're that close, somebody needs to be stepping in front of you, right? That's easy. Well, they only go out one way. They should never come back in that way, right? I feel like I don't know anything about security guard placement, but I feel like you put this in a secluded area, so there's only like one way in, one way out. Or one way in, like, yeah, one way in, one way out, or one way both ways. Like a U-shaped thing happening, right? And then, like, you have a security guard standing outside, a couple, like, around the inside area, and then one just, like, right behind her. I feel like it's, like, the way to do that, if you have multiple security guards.
Able to walk through the back.
Fire safety complicates things.
Back through the back of my meet and greet, and was like, oh, hey, like, can I come say hi? And it's like, what the fuck? Like, oh my god, it was just
nah, no way in, no way out. Yeah, just don't do the meet and greets.
horrible. Like, there was no thought put into it at all.
Dude, fuck it. Do it at Comic-Con, alright? You don't hear these stories about Comic-Con.
And yeah, I was like, man, it's just fucking naked and afraid out here. Like, thank god I have my manager and my security and my friends. But, like, I just feel so bad for, you know, Twitch creators who wouldn't be able to be in that position. Are you okay though?
Yeah, because they would have gotten laughed at, and they wouldn't have gotten any accolades.
It's gonna sound fucked up, honestly. I'm so desensitized to stuff like that.
They wouldn't have gotten people to come cheer for them and support them in the wake of this horrible thing that's happened to them. They wouldn't have gotten a viral story. TMZ wouldn't be covering it.
That when it happens, I kind of just go...
Unless they reach out to a bigger streamer. I mean, like, and dude, I'm gonna spoil this ahead. Dan Clancy's like, we're a big family over at Twitch, and it's like, no the fuck you're not. You're a big family with the creators that are in your inner circle. Like, that group is the family. Everyone else is kind of out there to dry. Same way they've been out there to dry with, like, the Twitch adpocalypse and stuff. There's, like, the in-group of creators, and then there's, like, everyone else.
Into, like, lock-in mode, I'm like, okay, I need to just lock in and, like, get through this. Worry about it later. So that's how I was able to finish my meet and greet. Like, my friends were telling me, like, bro, if it was me, I would have been crying. You're built different for going back out there. And like I said, I was going back out there and having to apologize to people in my own line. Being like, I'm sorry you saw that, I hope you're okay. And then they of course were like, what the fuck, why are you saying that to me? But I felt like I had to because no one else was there.
Like, she's a fucking professional. I mean, I can't believe that she was allowed to do that. I cannot believe she was allowed to complete that meet and greet. I cannot believe she wasn't escorted out of the building and told, like, you have, like, unfortunately, I'm sorry, you have to go. We have to go, like, are you okay? We're gonna handle this outside. Like, I cannot believe that TwitchCon allowed her to complete that meet and greet.
And, like I said on Twitter,
like, she is, like, good for her, like, badass that you were able to do that. Why were you allowed to do that? A active security risk is unaccounted for who walked out the front door. Why the fuck is she still allowed to do that meet and greet?
Like, I really wish I didn't have this opinion. Like, I love trying to be, like, the positive.
It's because they didn't take what happened to her seriously until the footage went out there. Oh, it was just a little thing until it wasn't.
They're like, oh, let's get together and have fun, everyone. I really would discourage other creators from going back to TwitchCon, not just because
creators, fans, audience members, there shouldn't be a TwitchCon.
Because it was able to happen at all, and what happened during it.
This would never happen at VidCon because nobody goes to the convention.
And the aftermath. Like, it's just crazy, like, why?
Did they add extra security around her? At that point, like, valid question, but also, who cares? You know, if you multiply 0, how many people actually were around her? Or at least putting an effort. If you multiply 0 by 5, it's still 0. If these people weren't taking it seriously, I wouldn't feel safe if they brought 10 of these jackasses in front of me. You know? Oh, let's say there's 5 security guards there who just let this happen and laughed about it afterwards. How many would they send over where you'd start to feel safe?
Why would their PR team say that? Like, you can literally see in the clip that he's allowed to walk away. But yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate all the support and stuff. It was pretty crazy, getting all the messages and stuff last night. And again, I've said it like 5 fucking times. Thank fucking God that someone was filming and decided to post it, because if not, you know what I would be doing today? I would be so fucking stressed.
She would be on Twitter, or somebody would be on Twitter on her behalf fighting with people, claiming it did happen while people just told her she's a liar, that there'd be footage.
Being like, okay.
A VTuber said her meet and greet was canceled after the incident due to security reasons, but Twitch lied to the audience and said she had issues with her voice. Oh my... Wait, what? Dude, but a VTuber meet and greet should be a crime. It's like they put a TV out there and then you say hi to the TV. That's insane.
I recommend watching
VTuber
Nicholas
meet and greet,
DeOrio's
dude.
latest video.
Do I have to
VTuber meet and greets are usually the safest ones because they're not even there, right?
disrupt my stuff that I have planned?
They literally use TVs. Yeah, was the VTuber actually in attendance? I think she was there in person. Oh, okay. All right, well, that's fair. But most of the time you see these VTuber meet and greets and somebody's paying, like, money to go stand by a TV and the TV, like, talks back to them. You know what it looks like? It's like Plankton's wife in SpongeBob. Like, it's like Karen. They just walk up to Karen and then Karen's like, oh, welcome to the stream. Oh, we're at TwitchCon. Oh, nice to meet you. Welcome.
To announce that this thing happened to me and let people know that it could happen to them.
Can I say something to you, Nick?
So thank fucking God for that guy. Like, thank you so much.
That's what Gator did. Does anybody have the clip? Does anybody? Oh God, I don't have it. We're just like, you're the alligator man. He's like, yeah, I'm Gator. I'm Gator. Yeah.
Always do the possible.
New Smiling Friends character.
And I would just encourage everyone just to stand the fuck up. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for other people.
Thank you. Appreciate the gifted fake name.
Because if you don't, look what fucking happens, which is crazy because I saw Valkyrie, I saw Pokey, I saw Hassan, I saw Cutie saying, I don't really.
Yes, dude. All these streamers are like, yeah, I don't feel safe going there.
I saw Valkyrie, I saw Pokey, I saw Hassan, I saw Cutie saying, I don't really want to go to TwitchCon because I don't feel safe. And everyone was saying that they were stupid or overreact. Not everyone, but a lot of people. A large portion of people were saying that. And Twitch's response to that was to be like, oh, don't worry, everyone else. We up security. I should have listened to them.
Dude, this is fucking... I mean, there's 2 ways to look at this. There's, holy shit, I feel so bad for her for having to say this out loud. And there's also, this is like 111 for Twitch. Like, that right there is so brutal. I imagine that has been clipped separately.
Especially because, I mean, a lot of people know...
Listen, everyone feels bad about this, but no one feels bad about this more than Dan Clancy as he's twisting his ring right now, wondering if he's going to be working at Twitch next week, okay? And he doesn't even feel bad about this. He feels about whatever damage could be done to him.
Like, this has happened to me in the past, and I just keep going. Like, I'm the kind of person that's like, you know what? I'm not gonna let a shitty person or a shitty thing ruin my life or like what's going on for me. You know what I mean? Fuck it, we ball. So I was like, I'm gonna go anyway. I'm just gonna be smart. I'm gonna pay for security. I'm only gonna do my show. How is someone gonna attack me on my show? I'm only doing my meet and greet. How the fuck would they get into a meet and greet? It's roped off with security. Nope. Nope. Lesson learned. And also after it happened, Twitch did offer if I wanted some of their Twitch security. I was like, I'm good, bro. But I was
yeah, would you like more of the Twitch security that has already failed you? We could give you a couple more of those people. It's like, nah, you could send them to, I guess less, send those to like other streams or so. I don't know.
Lucky enough that Clemens, who's one of my usual security guards, flew out from Austin, Texas this morning to be there with me today. Have to go to likes like that. And I have 2 other security guards. One of them's Amazon's, but I have my personal security guard I feel comfortable with is like my main guy.
This is Dan Clancy.
Alright guys, I am not a trained professional. Don't try this at home.
He did drop the girl, but not on that day. That's so sad.
This is the kind of thing that it's like, once you break the trust for something like this, you're never getting it back.
Fun for a moment, yeah.
I'm sorry, you're just not. Like, it's not like this is the first time that something like this has happened. It's like the trust was already kind of broken, and that caused a lot of people not want to come. Like,
well, because Dan's always just like, what do you mean? You're second guessing me? And it's like, of course I'm second guessing you. Dude, that was so depressing.
For example,
I believed. The VOD will not know.
We're talking about how
the VOD will not know.
Last year, Nick and
what?
MPLOL and Wake Wilder got assaulted. A guy literally walked up to Nick on stream and licked his nipple, which again,
I'm sorry, what now?
If that wasn't filmed on stream.
How did they get there? How did he get to his nipple? How did that just happen? Wait, all right, maybe I need to see the clip. Did they pull his shirt up?
Would anything have been done? I don't fucking know. And they didn't even make like an
How does that even happen?
official announcement about it.
What are the mechanics of
They
that?
didn't reach out to Nick.
The guy walks straight up to him and just licks his nipple?
As far as I know, he was
It was at a past Twitch. Yeah, it was last year's TwitchCon.
saying that last year.
Stop writing tipples in the chat. This is important.
So
It's in stream topic requests. I don't know. Do I want to watch a fucking guy's nipple get like licked? Deranged kick streamer. Wait, hold on. What is this?
Yeah. Yo. Oh my god, hey. Yeah.
He wants to be the OTK. Like, his...
Good.
Thank you, I'm telling you. My balls are breathing heavily.
Okay, what is happening? Is this it?
Got it. Wait, his name's OT in his name?
No, but he wants it.
Got it.
You gotta let him have it.
Got it.
Okay. Noises, OTK.
Yes.
Please.
Dude, is that Hassan Piker?
He wants it.
Got it.
You gotta let him have it.
Got it.
Okay.
Holy shit, it's Hassan Piker. What the fuck?
Oh.
Thank you.
Okay. Yep. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You guys are incredible. You guys are the best streamers
Yep.
in the world.
Thank you.
OTK on top.
Bye.
OTK on top.
Yep.
I really appreciate the top.
Have a good day.
I don't get, where's the nipple thing? Did I miss the nipple? Wait, wasn't TwitchCon where Dr. Disrespect was filming in the bathrooms too? That was like another one. Keep going.
So we're out of here. We're out of here.
I'm pretty sure. I'm almost positive.
What now because of you?
Is this it?
Bye.
OTK on top.
Yep.
I really appreciate the top.
Have a good day.
You guys are incredible. Seriously.
Thank you.
Why are you so scared of me?
I'm not scared.
Why? Okay, so yeah, it's before that. It's right here. Oh my god, dude. What the fuck? Okay, yeah, that's gross. Jesus. Alright, well, that answered my question. That's gross.
If they did reach out to him, it was way after the con. So it's like, did they just not think it was a big deal? Is it because Nick's a guy? Like...
Yes, that's why.
Hello? I'm supposed to be working on my runner show right now. I am still doing the show, like I said, because of,
Why are you scared of me? I don't know. It might have something to do with you biting this fucking guy's nipple.
the production staff worked really hard on it, and the cosplayers involved worked really hard on it, so I still want to do it, but this is going to be my last TwitchCon show. I'm doing it with Baby No Money and Will Neff, so even though we haven't really had time to go over this in practice, it'll be fine. It'll be a shit show, but it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fun.
Did this event actually happen? I assume it's already happened.
Lots of talented people working in Twitch production and all that. It's yeah. Whew. Anyway, how we feeling, guys? But yeah, talking in circles now. But people that came to participate in its shine, and then I'm going home.
Yeah, I feel so bad for her. I mean, this is just ridiculous.
People that watch me that are kind of similar to me in some regards, in terms of being like a more like timid or like glass half full type of person, or like wanting to believe the best in people type of person. I still believe that you can be that way, and I still believe—
I mean, there is so many documented issues that have happened with female content creators, specifically people who have streamed on Twitch, right? You not only have your top streamers telling you they don't feel safe, but like, again, Sweet Anita, Amaranth, these people have had to deal with like legitimate stalkers, right? People don't like the double standard, but I feel like there should be some additional like security on deck for women content creators.
I'm still that way.
Because there's like statistically a larger chance that creepy fucking people are gonna come up to them.
But I've definitely come to realize, and I really want everyone to really think about this, you have to stand the fuck up.
That's just risk management.
For yourself, for other people, because if you don't, there's a lot of people who are just gonna take the easy, lazy route because it doesn't affect them, so they don't care. Like a lot of people that were hired.
It's not unfair, they're most vulnerable. Well, I gotta be honest with you. Every single one of them are vulnerable to getting stabbed or fucking shot. Like, we're all fucking human beings, skin and bones, right? Nobody's made out of fucking Teflon. So everybody here is, everybody who's in a public event where their like name is on the thing, they're all in equal danger in that, in equal footing in that regard, right? We're human beings at the end of the day. So I do think that like, you need to take good care of everybody there. It shouldn't be a standard of like, who gets the good who gets the good security and the bad security. It should just be like, there should be enhanced security.
To work on this event. And I don't...
Unless you're Onision, where you wear the fucking bulletproof vest backwards or something, yeah.
I've been through so many horrible things. I don't want things like this to happen to other people, or at least for it to not be that easy for it to happen to other people. I do feel like it's partially my responsibility.
How?
I mean, not to like make sure things don't happen, but to let people know that these kinds of things happen, because they should know. And again, it's crazy that—
Well, Twitch isn't doing anything about it, and you're now forced to do it. It shouldn't have to be your responsibility, but Twitch's handling of this has made it your responsibility if you want your fans to be notified that this is a extremely toxic environment, and you're not safe there.
Nothing was said about this publicly or to other creators who had similar events as me until there was a viral clip. But yeah, it's been crazy weekend.
Something bad has to happen before any change can occur. And hopefully this was that bad thing, because holy shit, dude. I don't think TwitchCon's reputation could fucking handle another one. And obviously, yeah, I don't think it should. I don't think anybody else should have to suffer while this fucking event continues to go on.
Crazy fucking weekend. But yeah, I love you guys. I'm not gonna stop streaming. I'm not gonna stop, you know, trying to interact with fans in a safe way. Maybe no more convention streams, which is sad because I love convention streams, but I mean, it is what it is. You can't control the weather, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just really hope that nothing else happens to anyone else this weekend, that we're not hearing any more terrible stories. And I really feel like the only way to hold people accountable is to show that it's not okay.
Yeah, you have to talk about it. It needs to be spoken. Because if you don't say anything, nothing ever happens.
By, for example, like I was saying, creators not going to these events. Because a lot of these tickets are sold via meet and greets, like what I was doing. And I really feel like I was treated like cattle or merchandise. Because why is...
It's because you are, to them. Yeah. Absolutely, you are merchandise to them.
No one there making sure I'm safe like a person. Why are the security guards joking and laughing and be like, oh, I didn't even see what happened? It's crazy, man. I wanna play fucking Mega Bonk, bro. So fucking annoying. So fucking annoying. And yeah, I don't even care if I lose any like opportunities or anything for talking about this, because it's fucking insane. And another thing I've realized is sometimes if you don't say something, no one else is going to.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Sometimes
If you didn't say anything, we would be going off of exclusively Twitch's testimony, which, as you're saying, is not accurate.
The one that, you know, steps up and starts the conversation.
Again, it sounds like they're satisfied in some capacity with what their team did. That's why they're saying they did stuff that didn't happen.
And yeah, like I said, this isn't even the first thing that happened because my friends Nick and Wake, it happened to them last year. And yeah, maybe just because they're men or something, it wasn't taken seriously, which is fucking insane. Yeah, stay.
Again, though, there's this thing that Asmongold said. I'm going to repeat it here. Ah, fuck, sorry, that didn't go through. Thank you, fake name. It's what Asmongold said. Like, oh, do you think that there's like a double standard here, men and women? Obviously, there clearly was last year. It's like, no, I don't think they care either way. I don't think they care if it's men. I don't think they care if it's women. I think they care if it's viral. That's it. Or are you bad press? It's like the boys marketing. You know what I mean? If it's viral, it's a huge problem. If people were tweeting, oh my god, they sexually harassed fucking Nimplol, or the guy's fucking name was, right? I think that would have been a significantly larger thing if people made that clip go viral over social media. Yeah, that they care if it's viral. I think that they would completely let this happen to a woman if it didn't, like, get blasted by Yeet on Twitter.
Stay safe, guys. Look out for your friends. You know.
It's not about the thing, it's about the... I mean, Asmon did say that. Yeah, it's about the optics of sexual assault. He's right.
If you're here this weekend, you know, stay in groups.
It's about Benjamin and Benjamin and Benjamin. This is what they call 6 racks.
What's the name of the guy? Fucking Keemstar Orbiter? Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
And I mean, I would love to know if, like, other things have happened to other smaller creators and it's just being drowned out because Twitch isn't giving them the same attention that they're giving me. I would love to know. Even if it happened in the past, because it's fucking ridiculous. Like, yes, I know these things happen at cons, but when the con literally exists because of your small and big creators, it should not be this kind of an issue.
The shout out.
Where it's, like, talked about to this extent.
Dude, how many Twitch cons have there been? This is not acceptable. It's not acceptable if this happened at TwitchCon number 1. It's certainly not acceptable if this happened at TwitchCon number 9. You're supposed to kind of have this fucking figured out by now. They're supposed to have the group. There shouldn't be people saying, I don't feel safe there at TwitchCon number 10.
Yeah, I would love to know. I think you guys should post about it if something happened to you. Like, please do.
Sorry, dude. Dan Saltman and Ethan Klein had the ads pull out, and unfortunately they couldn't afford to pay security.
Oh, I need a minute. Sorry. Give me a sec.
Jesus Christ.
My room. I'm going back to streaming video games in my room. In my house that probably has more cameras around it than TwitchCon.
Oh my god, dude. Go off. At least they had no open containers this time. Yeah. That brings the chances of getting roofied at TwitchCon down to a measly 25%. I'm kidding.
But yeah, I hope if this happened to any other creators, you know that you are cared about and people do want to know. And yeah,
people are saying she's visibly shaking. Anyone would be. You're recanting this information because Twitch has dropped the ball to thousands of people. You know it's going to be clipped. You know it's going to be posted everywhere. And you have to give this testimony live, unscripted. This is absolutely difficult.
I hate,
she's doing a great job.
Hate the heavy stuff.
And it's also like it just happened.
Really hate the heavy stuff.
I mean, it's probably in some capacity hitting her here. Again, she completed the meet and greet. That was the craziest part to me, is that she completed the entirety of the meet and greet, and then is now filming and streaming this at the time.
That need to be held accountable, because clearly...
Oh, stop hovering. I didn't do that on purpose. I did not... Dude, thank you for notifying me now. I was unaware that I was hovering over the dislike button. I don't know how long I was doing that. That was not intentional. Thank you, Lena, for letting me know.
Multiple points of failure for this to have even happened in the first place. And again, forgive me if I'm just rambling in circles.
Yeah, plus she then went on to film a fucking hour show.
But I do also want to say, yeah, there's a lot of people that work at Twitch that are
Force of habit. Yeah, I don't really watch a lot of videos I like.
lovely, amazing, creative people.
Dude, one wrong word. Boom!
It's not them, but there's definitely multiple people that their failure allowed this to happen.
True!
Multiple people.
Yes!
For sure. I don't have any doubt about that, especially because of the fact that they flew out the global head of Amazon to talk to my manager and my security guard.
They call the what now? The global head of who's he? What's it?
Today.
Bezos. I know she said that before, but that's still crazy. Dude, Amazon has entered the building. What the fuck are you assholes doing in here? It's like dads come home to scold his fucking kids. What the fuck are you guys doing over here? You know, we got tagged by this Jewish guy on Twitter, Dan Saltman or something. You know they're talking about our fucking Gen V show on social media right now. What the fuck did you guys do over here?
But yeah, we're gonna do our show with Will and Baby No Money. We're gonna try to have fun. During it, I know a lot of you guys are still mad, but I prefer if we could just not talk about it, just like focus on the show and like the people in the show, not just be spamming like fuck Twitch or whatever, you know.
So yeah, I'm gonna let you watch the rest of this on her channel, but I think that essentially covers what we were looking for. That's her testimony as to what happened and I guess everything that happened after, which is absolutely mind-blowing. Now! Wait, what? Apparently Hassan is... Dude, Hassan is watching the Emiru video and he gets mad at Yeet? Wait, why? Why would that even come up? I hit the Yeet
recommend
account.
watching
Go back.
Nicholas DeOrio's latest video.
I suck.
Dude, there's no way. This clip has to be out of context.
Hassan, I saw Cutie saying, I don't really want to go to TwitchCon because I don't feel safe. And
Oh my god, dude. He had to jump in. He's able to jump in quickly and make it about himself more. Wait.
everyone was saying
Name drop.
that they were stupid or
This is just like the time with Destiny.
overreact. Not everyone, but a lot of people.
Yes, a
large-
lot of motherfuckers were saying that.
I recommend watching.
All right, I think you can give him some yardage to vindicate his take,
Do you realize that if this goes viral, the internet will demolish US and we will have to close our con, Jeff?
All right, at least he's gonna pause the video to like wipe his mouth and finish eating.
It was other content creators that were saying that. It was other content creators that were fucking talking shit too. Yeah. Content creators and drama farmers. Places like LSF.
He's so mad.
Places like fucking
Nick started insulting me
that
viciously
stalker
on
account
Twitter.
that has now become like the LSF.
Meanwhile, I saw a clip where like somebody walked up to him IRL streaming and said like Destiny made your career today.
Of Twitter. Yeet. So many of
Dude,
these
it's Yeet's fault, bro.
motherfuckers blasted me.
I think he's allowed to talk shit here though. I think he's allowed to talk shit. I don't think that he said it for the reason Pokimane said it. And he's been kind of swinging at everybody else, saying like they're the reason why this is happening. But I mean, I'm not going to fight him on this. I'm not going to fight him on this at all.
Blasted Cutie. Yeah, Dick Tone. That's another one.
Even at the same time, though, while they were quote unquote blasting Hassan Piker, they were also blasting Twitch and blasting TwitchCon as well. It's not like people were like racing to defend Twitch and TwitchCon. That's your journalist. That's your journalist racing to defend Dan Clancy.
Blasted Cutie, blasted Pokey, blasted Ray.
I don't know. I'm gonna give a pass on that one. That wasn't as bad as the first clip. So now Asmongold gives his take.
The head of security for Amazon and the head of risk for Twitch.
Wow. Yep, that was who. I was gonna leak it to my friend, but I guess I don't have to now.
Later the same night, I'm not gonna drop names here because I wasn't there, so I didn't.
That's who they were.
But I had multiple people tell me that key Twitch representatives last night were out partying.
She's speaking about Dan Clancy himself, by the way. Was out partying at an influencer event while...
Dude, that's so funny. Could you imagine after somebody gets sexually assaulted at your convention to go hang out in an influencer party? I mean, the balls on that CEO. What a fucking loser, dude. It's like a tier 3 ran the company.
Other details, sorry, my lines are all
Dude, suplex master Dan Clancy.
crazy here.
I'll say that one.
The head of security.
Holy fuck, dude. All right. Emiru roasts Twitch at the TwitchCon show. Didn't she say don't bring it up? I mean, to be clear, it's also justified.
To my two main hosts. How are you guys feeling? Have you picked a winner?
I think I know my winner.
You already have your winner?
I think I have my winner.
All right.
Sorry, I must have caught mono at my meet and greet.
Oh my god, dude. Oh, dude, that's fucking great. That's fucking great. It's crazy that she's able to laugh about it so soon after, too. Holy fuck. Holy fuck, dude. So then Charlie dropped this, and he's just blasting them, which is good. Good to hear.
And in fact, it wasn't until her manager pressed them for action that they did anything at all.
It's good to document Twitch lying about this.
That's unhinged. They didn't want to, you know, jump into action after a fucking assault just took place. I just don't get it. That's completely unhinged. It almost feels like maybe they're more angry about Emiru's bodyguard there shoving the guy. Like maybe they're thinking about banning him.
No, they're more mad that it's going viral on Twitter. That's the worry. The worry is that they had to send somebody out here to clean. They needed a cleanup crew to fix whatever scenario happened here because they cheaped out on security or got a bunch of guys in here who didn't give a fuck about these women.
From Twitch events in the future or something. Like it doesn't seem like their priority is safety. If they were going to just let this guy walk away until Emiru's manager had to force their hand to do something, this is just not a safe environment. And this isn't a new criticism of TwitchCon. This has been consistently something that people have spoken out about for years with TwitchCon. Like, I'm sure a lot of you have heard the horror stories that have been reported numerous times in the past at previous TwitchCons about like...
I'm going to cut you off there because I do want to show you those. I have them. Wait, hold on. Let me guess. Is he going to talk about open containers or Adriana Chechik?
Drink spiking or...
Drink spiking, so that would be the open containers.
Like the lack of security present, stuff like...
Okay, nothing specific. Hassan puts the wait, no way. All right, wait, hold. We're gonna have to revoke our points to Hassan if this is accurate.
I would say that the overwhelming majority of collaborations were positive back in the day, and now the overwhelming majority of collaborations are forced upon people with drama and with like sometimes severe allegations being used.
That's crazy, but you know you can still collaborate with small content creators who aren't attacking you. You can just choose to do that. You don't have to only collaborate when you're forced to do so. You can uplift small creators whenever you want.
And now the overwhelming majority of collaborations are forced upon people with drama and with like sometimes severe allegations being used as...
You're literally never forced to collaborate with literally anybody. You can just not acknowledge them and then collaborate with people you like. Easy concept.
Simple drama. And while people were clout chasing back then too, because that's just like a normal aspect of how these things work.
Oh God, suffering from success. It sucks being on the top, guys. It's so inconvenient being way up here while the peons down there are trying to claw at me.
The clout chasing was still controlled through this social mechanism, this social enforcement. Like, I do not think that there would be a rape tone style content creator back then, or if there was, I don't think that they would have had any, like everyone should be like, no, that's fucking bullshit. Like every content creator.
What are you talking about? Were you weren't even active like fucking in like 2016, 2017. What are you like? Dude, what is your hug box is malfunctioned? Like what are you talking about?
In unison come out and be like, dude, you are fucking gross. Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, people like that have existed across like the entirety of time where like Twitch and YouTube was prevalent.
Nowadays, there's like an environment for that. Nowadays, there's an audience for that. I think COVID played a role in this. It made it also...
Dude, COVID created Tectone. Dude, Tectone... I think the worst trait of Tectone is that he keeps recording these bizarre face cam video. Oh, it's not the worst trait. There's other worse ones. But like the bizarre face cam video thing. Where he's just like in a different room and like he's either in the backyard or something against like some fucking fence. Or like that's where he responds to all drama. He's just filming in weird, bizarre locations.
It made it so that I mean, people make a lot more money now too.
Again, people made more money in 2016, 2017 than like now when ad rates were cooked on YouTube.
Yeah, it's become this weird like fucked up reality TV style situation.
You're just mad that like people hate you and are watching these content creators. That's the part that's bad.
Twitch used to ban partners for harassing other partners. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's actually a good point. I forgot. Twitch used to literally ban partners for harassing other partners. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that right now? Think about that.
I'm sorry that the biggest content creator is calling harassment. He's calling criticism harassment. Dude, you're suffering from success. First world harassment right now is occurring. Asmongold really hopes Amazon is watching. I think this is the only thing to start. This is the smartest thing to push right now. Fuck Twitch. Push Amazon.
Honestly, like, I really hope somebody at Amazon is watching, because what I want you to understand is that the moderation team at Twitch is completely deranged.
Dude, did this guy start recording on his webcam for this? This isn't his stream. He just recorded this shit. I love when Twitch streamers have no idea how to record an actual video.
Honestly, like, I really hope somebody at Amazon is watching, because
look at his room. I thought he cleaned up. Maybe that is what cleaned up looks like.
Because what I want you to understand is that the moderation team at Twitch is completely deranged. The advertising team is completely misguided, and the executive team is completely disconnected. At
What's
all
the name
levels
of the
Thank
the
you.
guy from Keemstar Orbiter? Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
I would say I like Emiru more and more the more I learn about those situation. If someone failed to protect me in that situation, I wouldn't blame her if she shot or maced them. And her follow-up was professional as hell. MEW.
So wait, for this thing right now, again, I don't think I need to hear Asmongold say it. Ultimately, the only
What's the name of
solution
the
here...
guy from Keemstar Orbiter? Nick Oreo.
As for
Mr.
every
Oreo.
Twitch-related controversy, the only salvageable thing they can do is fucking fire the entire trust and safety team, fire every single person who is acting as a security guard, even remotely close to this, but that probably won't do much because they hire local talent there, so it's not like these are like seasoned Twitch employees for the most part. Oh, and then fire the entire group, like Dan Clancy and anybody up there. Yeah, get rid of those people. Drain the swamp.
of this organization, they fail. And we're in a situation now.
And specifically fire whoever it was who thought they should prioritize banning the person from Twitch. That's and then reporting on that as if that's a good thing that they did. Fire that person too.
Where it's gotten so bad that people's real lives and livelihoods are being affected by this. You can say that, oh, it doesn't matter, it's just words on a page or whatever, but when you have conventions, I think this is going to be the last TwitchCon, by
It better be.
the way. I cannot imagine.
I mean, if it's not the last TwitchCon, it's going to be the last TwitchCon with any valuable guests. I can't imagine any big streamer goes there next year. Like, give me a break. Fan expresses frustration with Twitch, pressuring her to use their security post Emiru incident.
Oh, like if I were to go back to the hotel, like yesterday, I went back to the hotel and then he was like, he has to stay in the lobby and wait for me. And then if I were to leave and Uber somewhere else, he also has to come with me. And so I told my Twitch partner manager, I was like, listen, I know you guys are trying to help, and I know you guys are, you know, I know the whole Emmy thing happened, but like, don't force this on me.
She has to pay his Ubers? Really?
You know, like I get you guys kind of have to like, you're trying to cover your asses.
Sexual assault is only a possible permaban? Yeah, they overcorrected.
No offense. Probably shouldn't be saying this with the fucking Twitch Rivals thing right on my screen, but you know what I mean? Like, now you're just overdoing it, and I did not ask for this. Like, they asked me before I came if I needed an escort between my events, and if they needed...
Well, thank God they're bringing out security specifically to be there and on the off chance that they can ignore another assault. They're bringing them to you so they can ignore it on a wider scale.
Someone to watch over me during my events, or like if I'm walking around the convention and stuff. And all along...
So this chick wants less security? No. She wants to be given an option and not be forced to pay somebody's Uber to go around or whatever, because Twitch now Twitch is overcorrecting for their mistakes, right? I think you should have the right to deny it, but it should be there for you.
I was like, no, I don't want one. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not even for me, it's just for PR. And I'm like, I don't want one. Today they asked me again. They recommended I have personal security all day. I rejected. I said, please do not. I better not see anybody securing me. I better not get anybody protecting me, or I'm gonna get angry.
And again, if this is the incompetent security from the previous day, I don't necessarily know if I'd want the people laughing about Emiru to be around me either. You know? I don't know. I who cares? Oh, wow. TwitchCon security is near me. I feel so safe now. American Dad Live asks Dan Clancy questions about the moderation concerns. So, apparently Roger from American Dad is here. Dude, look at him. Just sitting there. This is like an old man. Is he wearing something that says Roblox around his neck? What does that say?
Hello, Dan. I've been streaming on
Is that Sam Hyde?
Twitch for 9 years. I've been a partner for a long time. But another thing that I am is I'm a U.S. veteran, served in the Army, employed to Afghanistan. Veterans are a
this is about veterans. Okay.
protected group on Twitch. So I was just wondering, I've heard comments about the United States deserve 9/11, PTSD, veterans deserve that. When are we going to...
So this is directly asking about the Frogan-related comment.
start holding other streamers accountable for stuff like that, regardless of social status?
Yeah. First of all, thank you for your service. Thank you for the question.
Oh my god, dude. We're going to get the most political answer possible.
Really appreciate, what you've done.
Oh, that sucks that Meta's back there. I love the Ray-Bans.
And all that. And, you use certain examples, and some of those examples led to enforcement, right? It's always a very tricky process because...
Why is it tricky? Is it offending your friends?
Part of what we need to do is have a set of community guidelines, and we do have a team that works very hard to consistently apply them. The views of individuals aren't necessarily the views of our platform. We're at a time where people sometimes can talk in hyperbole.
Yeah, I don't think it was hyperbole, though. I think it was pretty explicit. And I think she laughed about it and doubled down, Dan. So maybe you could be a bit more, I don't know, charismatic towards those veterans, you know?
Right. Unfortunately. And
what a fucking rat piece of shit. This guy needs to be fired.
And this happens on all sides.
I can't believe he's sitting here wearing a stupid gold chain saying this.
On all sides of the political spectrum.
Sitting on a fucking bar top chair, awkwardly.
And so that's something that,
he's like all sidesing it. Just like address the question.
We have our guidelines. We apply them.
Then why don't you apply them
consistently?
You do not apply your guidelines consistently.
I understand you may disagree with some of those decisions, right? And I always say one of the nice things about Twitch is it's a platform where if you disagree with the views of somebody, it's not a peer.
It's that we ban the entire side of the aisle until Asmongold starts watching Trump videos, and then we go, oh fuck, we can't ban Asmongold. He's like one of the biggest streamers on the site. Again, dude, I'm sorry. I don't buy this. I don't buy this open policy.
Appearing in your feed, it's not appearing in what you're doing. It has nothing to do with your experience, and that's not necessarily true with short form content. Sure. There's all sorts of stuff that appears in my feed, and so part of this is trying to make sure you can find what is the right experience for.
Brogan's ban wasn't for the veterans comment. Yeah, just to point that out in case you guys don't know. Brogan's ban had nothing to do with the veterans comment. It just happened around that time. Her ban was for the TwitchCon stuff that Twitch approved, that Arab to Jew tier list. Like, that was an approved thing they did.
For you on Twitch, both as a streamer and also as a community.
Thank you for answering.
Well, Jesus, this guy sucks. I hope someone holds his feet to the fire later. Oh, this is actually a small thing that happened. So we've got a new Brad Taste in Music. Somebody took a picture with XQC, and they went, hey, Deleting the pic I took with XQC. Enough people have expressed their concerns and issues with the guy. That is not the hill I'm willing to die on for having up. As I've said and expressed on stream, my community knows I have always just seen the guy as a character and made fun of memes and clips of him, not looking too much into his beliefs and actions. Dude, this is just another Brad taste in music. He ran up and took a picture with a streamer he liked, and then now he got bullied by social media into deleting the photo he took with that person. These people are the lowest of the low, pathetic fucking rodents. And yeah, I don't know. You shouldn't be around people who do that. If you can get bullied into deleting a selfie because the person is too fucking edgy online, you're probably not worth watching. Devin Nash puts a scathing rebuke of Twitch post TwitchCon. Oh my god. Yeah, it's fucking... Oh my god. Okay. Bear with me here. Twitch is making its rounds again for its incompetent decision-making. If you've ever wondered why isn't Twitch fixing this, this is a thread for you. Let's clear up some misconceptions and have an honest conversation about where the company is at. The biggest reason you see Twitch in the state that it's in is simply that the company is a ghost of its former self. Twitch is run as a demo product for IVS, the Twitch architecture they sell to companies like Kick that want to build their own streaming service. In 2022, most of you knew Twitch was at its in 2022, when most of you know Twitch was at its height, it had roughly 2,500 employees. When it became apparent that the site was not sustainable, they had a 400-person layoff in March of 2023 and another 400-person layoff in late 2023, then another 500-person layoff in January of 2024.
Can I say something to you, Nick? I really like you.
Today, Twitch is a shadow of what it was, and it is generously valued at about $46 billion. But Amazon is a $2.27 trillion company. That means in best case scenario, and 4.6 is really best case, Twitch is about 2% of Amazon's total portfolio. This is from a Needham analyst, and I think the real number is much less, but let's assume that's true. Twitch is only mentioned a handful of times in earnings calls and financial disclosures, and never on its own. In 10 years, Twitch has come up in Amazon's public report 4 times. 3 in quarter 1 earning calls in 2021, and in the quarter 1 earning call in 2024. They were both one sentence and referred to Twitch as part of Amazon's advertising package. The 4th mention was Q1 2025 earnings call, and it was an Amazon executive mentioning Twitch as part of a non-profitable sector.
Rape,
Thank you.
You're hyping up a dude who has a segment on a show called Ultimate Rape Review.
Get Mr. Nicholas to the goal.
It is
bang.
It has never had its own financial specifics listed publicly in a 10K, meaning it is not material enough for Amazon to give a separate reporting to. In late 2024, Dan Clancy, current CEO of Twitch, said that Twitch is not profitable at this point and that revenue was at a 5-year low. This is 9 years into the company's life cycle. When I got into brand advertising, I started at Twitch and I thought I was running hot because I was doing $20,000 to $50,000 influencer activations for gaming sponsorships and streamers on the platform. That then expanded. Then I expanded my agency's client base 10 times those deal values and realized absolutely no one cares about Twitch. It's simply too weird, too parasocial, too extreme because of dominant political streamers and drama farmers for most advertisers to look at. If you are a non-gaming brand, it is a joke to advertise on Twitch, and it's because Twitch's direct choices to platform the types of streamers that it does that this is so. And these days, warning streamer communities will literally crawl email addresses of VPs and marketing and warn them against advertising there. This happened to more than one of my clients when we focus on budgeting there. It's unhinged and it's too much trouble to bother. Even in the world of live streaming, Twitch is lost out to YouTube and TikTok Live, so it's not even the primary choice for advertisers who want that inventory. YouTube Live is 50% of the market with 13.26 billion watch hours. TikTok Live comes in next at 9.23 billion or 14.9% of the market. Twitch is half of that at 4.35 billion, representing only 6.3% of the market. For perspective, 8 years ago, Twitch was over 75% of the market. That's how far it's fallen. So if you wonder why Twitch appears so incompetent and the laughingstock of Twitter, it's not a relevant platform. Most of the truly great minds that work there have left, and the few that remain are marginalized and mirrored in corporate nonsense where any idea gets sunk into endless bureaucracy and never implemented. Most of the people left are enjoying the free meals at Twitch HQ and six-figure salaries in San Francisco, hoping AI does not clean them out of a job. Amazon does not need or care for fixing it. It gives them the advertising exposure to gaming and 16 to 36-year-old male demographics. It's a great sales pitch for IVS web services. They do not care about the content or the creators. Amazon is a consumer goods brand, not an ad network like Google is. That's why you see YouTube as such a priority for Google, because it's an ad network is integral to its success. That's why YouTube generates tons of profit, because of all of Google's business models can feed into it. But Amazon has a much weaker ad network, and it's directly targeted towards selling its products on Amazon. It was never, and sorry, it has never and will never be a content brand. They just don't care for that. If this feels like I'm dooming on Twitch, I'm not. I actually think Twitch is a pretty AI resistant, great platform to create on if you have a solid top-level discovery funnel that doesn't depend on it. You should never, ever expect new viewers from Twitch. I also think it's not great as a loss leader for Amazon that it won't die and instead just remain a rudderless ship with features gradually becoming stripped down so it doesn't bleed Amazon's pockets too much. That could change in a long-term recession, but it's unlikely. I still love the platform and watch it every day, mostly the OG gaming creators like Lurk and Carnage, who I think are the lifeblood of it. I just wish it was honest with itself and did what it does best, be a community-driven gaming platform. It's sad to see it lose its way. I don't see that improving, but at extreme visionary CEOs taking it on and convincing Amazon it needs a serious change. I miss what Twitch was. I'm still adamant that banning all political content is the first step to getting it back there. I'm grateful, though. There's still a lot of authentic creators. I hope they still make creators on the platform a bit. They are wise enough to diversify. But if you ever wondered why nothing seems to change and they make mistake after mistake, this is why. It's sometimes funny to witness how hilariously bad they mess stuff up, but unfortunately, in that it's negatively impacting a lot of lives, both creator and user. I hope it changes, but I wouldn't hold your breath. Okay. DJ Wheat points out that Dan Clancy's statement about Twitch safety does not instill much confidence, especially if you aren't considered a friend of Clancy. Given that the tumultuous history of partners' favoritism at Twitch, I can't see how this brings any level of comfort to creators who are not already friends with Dan Clancy. It sends the message, we care for you and support you if we are friends. So
I recommend watching Nicholas DeOrio's latest video.
I care very deeply
Nick,
about...
did you hear what happened at TwitchCon?
Yeah, dude, crazy.
Stuff, man.
I care deeply about Emiru. She's a friend of mine, so I want to see how we can help to support her. From Taylor Lorenz, dude. Thank you, Taylor, for that awesome quote. We covered the veteran asking, Twitch streamer finds souvenir knives available at TwitchCon party. Oh god, dude. Oh my god.
This is only going to close friends.
Streamer, I wanted to wait until the con is pretty much over. I reported this to Twitch staff mid-block party immediately, but there were souvenir switchblades available for purchase or literally grab and walk out with at some of the shops in the block party area. It has a whole collection with different names engraved, so anybody can reach out and grab it at any height. It was towards the back corner of the shop. You had to walk in and really browse to notice it. The shop itself was in the very back corner, so there was barely anyone browsing it. However, when my group saw this at the same time, we all had a concerned look without even saying a word. We noticed these in the first hour of the party, so I immediately wanted to leave. For context, it is a souvenir shop in the block party zone. I know Twitch isn't running the shop and restaurant. I just wanted to bring awareness that anybody could have seen this. Holy fuck. Well, it's not a switchblade. It's a souvenir one. Yeah. That's insane, dude. Holy fuck. Oh god. So Amaranth came dressed up like Hassan and his dog. Because obviously they stream to kick now and they don't need this. Which is fun. Actually, Amaranth should have been the dog because it would mirror the husband. Never mind.
I got a guy in the cafe. He was just like,
Kaya, stop! She's fine. It's okay.
I mean, this is a bizarre joke for this specific couple to make, right? Am I wrong? Like, if you were like the Nick guy and Amaranth, would you be making a joke about abuse? I feel like that would be a really bad business decision.
It's okay. She's fine. Don't move too much. Just stop. Just calm. It's great.
I would be more shocked that that's Amaranth.
I'm not. It's just vibrating. I'm not shocking her. It just vibrates.
My apologies. I was correct. It's actually vibrating.
It's just a gag? No! Really? I thought that guy was getting electrocuted. I thought he was dying. I thought he was dead. Is he alive? This is a gag? I've been lied to.
It's training. Training to be a good dog.
We'll speak up.
Is he really not getting his place command?
Yeah. Stop making sounds. Gosh, she's just a baby.
No, I think this is real. You're wrong.
That's fine. She's good. My mom spoils her.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's a real dog. It's Wilfred.
Oh, now back to the weather report.
You're welcome.
This is literally the plot of Wilfred. Shouldn't Amaranth be Kaya considering Okay. Isn't this an... Okay. Okay. I forgot Amaranth still existed. Is she streaming? I thought her husband was... Okay. I didn't recognize her when she isn't faking her... Okay. It's funny coming from Miss Needs to make drama every 3 months because my OnlyFans is dropping. Makes it kind of cringe. Her and her husband don't actually give a fuck. She's doing something to stay relevant. Okay, there's one. All right. Does he... Yeah. Okay, so... Alright, guys. Asmongold reacts to Hassan reacting to Emiru.
They said, oh, well, he's banned from the platform for 30 days. What? And then she's obviously like, hello? Like, that needs to be indefinite. What the fuck are you talking about? Also, there's like nothing to do with anything.
I'm back. What did I miss, guys? What was Ludwig's reaction to Asmongold's reaction to Hassan's reaction to the clip? Chairception at its finest. Best take from both of these guys in recent years. Dude, I love streaming. Remember when Hassan said that he stopped doing that on the Bad Empanada charity stream? Emiru assaulted... Okay, wait, why do we... Oh, I guess this is just the thread of people talking about it. Twitch allowed her to do her live show on the condition that she does a meet and greet. She was also not allowed to bring her own security guard. Imagine that guy had a knife or literally anything sharp. Remember Christina Grimmie? True. Lesson, do not go to TwitchCon. Nah, it's definitely dead after this year. Nah, what the fuck? Lock that fella up. He just walked away.
Viciously on Twitter.
And where's the security Mr. Dan Clancy said he was going to deploy? He's too busy trying to be cool with streamers and forget to call them. Bro, people are seriously not okay. The amount of mental illness on Twitch is insane. It's their target demographic. Oh boy. Ooh boy, dude. Oh, that's a can of worms. Reminder, her bodyguard was banned 2 TwitchCons ago because he touched a person on the shoulder. Apparently someone was stalking her, so he stopped the person and held them until police could come. They banned him from attending any future events for it. Yep, that's a traumatizing moment if I ever saw one. Dude was huge too. That guy was large. He was a large lad. It looks like he might... Okay, I don't know about that, but... Twitch bragging about their boosted security a few days ago just for their top female streamer to get sexually assaulted at their first day at the event. Twitch is such a fucking joke, it's not even funny anymore. Another nail in the coffin for TwitchCon. Twitch CEO on security at TwitchCon.
There's one question that has been coming up on social media, just in terms of safety and security.
You want... This has to be beforehand, right?
At TwitchCon in light of recent events. So I want to be very...
This guy needs to shave his mullet. If he wants to remain CEO, that's fine. He needs to be hairless. I'm talking mullet, eyebrows, beard. If this guy's got one fucking... Dude, if this guy's got one pubic hair on his body, they need to shave him entirely like a skinwalker. That should be his fucking... That should be his punishment.
There's one question that has been coming up on social media, just in terms of safety and security at TwitchCon in light of recent events. So I want to be very clear. We take security at our events like TwitchCon extremely seriously. Every year.
Really? Because it's not like the security guards did.
Here we build on a successful approach to TwitchCon.
Dude, he's hairless. He's chairless.
Safety and security, particularly as we become aware of new or emerging security or safety challenges. So we have teams focused on this year round, including keeping creators and community members safe on Twitch. Or at
I'm going to press X to doubt on that one, gamer man.
TwitchCon. We have rules and standards regarding TwitchCon attendees that therefore follow. And we limit, for example, if people who've been indefinitely suspended, off service violation.
Oh, you got rid of banned creators, but you invited +1s to the meet and greets that you host background checks for? You fucking moron. Holy shit. This is the security in question? Is that real? I think that's a meme. The script he's reading didn't age very well. It aged like milk. We take security at our events extremely seriously. You can't even enforce the TOS on your own site.
I recommend watching
Oh god,
Nicholas
he's
DeOrio's
right. They're
latest
right,
video.
chat.
Make him look like the villain from Cloud with a chance of meatballs too.
We take our security very seriously. 3 hours later, a streamer already got sexually assaulted on camera. Holy fuck, dude. Dan Clancy gets asked why streamers should trust Twitch security at TwitchCon after what happened to Emiru. So maybe Taylor Lorenz is hitting the hard questions here.
Now, what happened yesterday obviously was something that we care deeply about, securing this environment. You know,
I don't believe you.
We're looking very closely at everything that happened there, and I care deeply about Emmy. She's a friend of mine, and so
Yeah, who cares, dude? What about all the streamers that could potentially get sexually assaulted at your events who aren't friends with you? You know?
I want to see how we can support her. This is just
She got someone bought Taylor a lapel mic so she could be a big girl journalist.
something we have to keep working on. I think everyone identifies our tools in terms of trust and safety as the leaders in the industry about helping creators, but that means there's always more work to be
Look, she said that I'm an extremist. She's an extremist too. Extremely fucking worthless.
done, because that's the world we live in now.
Demi had posted earlier today that I guess this fan was allowed to cross multiple barriers at TwitchCon. Why should streamers trust Twitch to keep them safe at TwitchCon? Because I feel like simultaneously this has been such a secure event to the point that even—
Oh my god, dude, she's glazing. Dude, actually, even despite everything that's happened, I feel so secure. I feel so secure, guys. It could be so much worse. I feel so secure. You're so secure you're wearing your COVID mask in 2025, loser.
keep them safe at TwitchCon, because I feel like simultaneously this has been such a secure event to the point that even like journalists—
It's not a COVID mask. She's protecting them from her breath. You know, people think that Taylor Lorenz is a 30-year-old woman. She's actually the pharaoh from 5,000 years ago. She put together the Millennium Puzzle. That's why her breath is so bad.
Why should streamers trust Twitch to keep them safe at TwitchCon? Because I feel like simultaneously this has been such a secure event to the point that even like journalists have had struggled. Like, you know, it is very secure. But here's the—
It's an iDubbbz mask to prevent the manga. That's so crazy, dude. This event, like, people are saying it's like not secure, but simultaneously, I feel so secure.
man that just walks up and is somehow able to bypass all these things. So why should—
Yeah, you know, I guess being someone who nobody would recognize at the event would be a lot more secure than being Emiru.
secure event to the point that even like journalists have had struggled. Like, you know, it is very secure. But here's this man that just walks up and is somehow able to bypass all these things.
That's because nobody knows who the fuck you are, Taylor. That nobody would go there to visit you. It would be so secure around you because you're basically invisible to 90% of the people in the room.
Why should they trust the platform when slip-ups or, you know, issues like this have happened?
Well, I mean, as you know, I think you toured some of what we do in terms of security. The reality is, even as you do a lot in terms of security in today's world, there are challenges that can present themselves, especially when someone is—
Hey, jackass. People were telling you for a month the largest creators on the site did not feel safe. It took 3 hours for someone to get sexually assaulted at your convention. You can't just throw your hands up in the air and go, shit happens, man. It sucks, but it's unavoidable.
Even as you do a lot in terms of security in today's world, there are challenges that can present themselves, especially when someone is putting themselves out there, right? And so
I'm blurring her YouTube channel when I fucking post this later.
Oh, you know, we try to work very closely.
What a piece of shit. They're probably the same age. Not that that's a problem, but... Thank you.
With each creator about what they want to do and what works for them.
You claim to care about rape, and you're hyping up a dude who has a segment on a show called Ultimate Rape Review.
I don't like this woman. Bang.
I should have streamed today on Twitch. I don't know why I didn't.
So I don't want to get into any...
I'm still a
I just
partner.
saw Keffel's tweet.
I have not been banned. I'm a
Nicholas
partner
DeOrio.
at Twitch,
Keffel's
okay?
appreciated the
I got my
shout
little
out.
check mark. I'm still here, dude. I'm still kicking.
You know, specifics or details, but part of that is working with creators and, you know, trying to find them. Right now, we're definitely, you know, ramping it up to make sure creators know that we have the resources there to help them figure out what's right for them.
Wow, if only you worked on that a couple days earlier. couple months earlier, maybe. We care deeply about Emmy. The deep care was a 30-day ban on Twitch.tv. That's insane. He's literally treating it as a tee-hee oopsie.
Nick just started.
Thank God
insulting me
Taylor
viciously
Lorenz
on
is there to
Twitter.
hit back. You would hate to have the ultimate rape reviewer come on and actually ask him a question as to how this has happened. Not that I would even want it. Who in the hell is propping up Taylor Lorenz? She's absolutely the worst. I don't know. She's like a fucking tumor. She just keeps growing. I guess, hold on, no. Tumors grow. She's not growing. She's like side grading. She's very grading. That's a good one too. I don't know. I feel like she's not getting any bigger. She's just kind of still there. You know? She's a plant. The people who pay her to make the puff pieces, well, I don't know. That's an allegation. Yeah, I don't have any firm evidence on that one. She's a wart? Yeah, that's a good one. She's a wart. At this point, if she covered an asteroid about to hit Earth, I would just go about my day. Okay, dude. All right, perfect. Amazing. Holy shit, dude. Sounds like he memorized the answer from a script or something. Yeah, I imagine that's probably the case. She's a kidney stone and we're waiting for her to pass through. Oh, God, dude. There's also a streamer whose stalker threatened to harm them at TwitchCon and the stalker isn't even banned. Is it like Taylor Lorenz's unnamed stalker that nobody knows who to ban on the H3 subreddit? Taylor Lorenz is a hack. She's soft in the interview. Yeah, no shocker. Taylor Lorenz threw a softball interview. You know, if Hassan is going to go on a fucking victory rant and be like, oh, look at me. I called this from a mile away. Okay, dude, I called this shit too. All right. I knew she was going to do some shit like that. Okay, old events. 2019 TwitchCon. Right there. So yeah, they're probably a little better than they used to be. 6 years ago, if you went to TwitchCon, you'd be taking from the beer table. What are your thoughts, guys? What are your thoughts here? Would you like to take a drink from the beer table? I guess the previous year they complained the lines were too long. Who here would like the beer table? The capless beer is that a LAN party? No, this is a TwitchCon. You're good? Yeah, I mean, that's it. Somebody's saying night-night. I don't know if you're making a joke about how you'd be roofied immediately or if you're going to bed for the night. If you're going to bed for the night, thank you for coming. You might still be going to bed if you drink any beer off this table. Obviously, you guys heard of the Blade story. Keem was banned from TwitchCon, so they inevitably ended up letting him in anyway. But during the time that was happening, Only Use Me Blade was walking up to like girls and like harassing them by slamming their drinks, like pulling the drink out of their hand and just chugging it down. And at one point, when Keem finally gets in, Blade walks over, like, crying, and he looks fucking like something's wrong. Like, he's not just drunk. He's seen Blade drunk. It wasn't like that. And he's just like, I don't feel so good. So they take him to the hospital, get his stomach pumped. Turned out he was roofied. One of the girls whose drinks that he was, like, slamming and harassing or whatever, turned out that woman was probably going to get roofied if it wasn't for Blade coming in and ripping the drink out of her hand and sucking it down. So that was a accidental save right there for Mr. Blade. Also, yeah, this is another TwitchCon disaster.
TwitchCon was in San Diego this weekend, leaving behind fun memories for some and some painful ones for others.
That could be any year. You could literally play that any year.
Two people went on social media to say an exhibit at TwitchCon left them severely injured. Both women posted video.
Why would you have a foam pit where it's literally an inch of foam and then solid concrete? What's wrong with you? This looks like a jumpable location. It's just concrete.
Videos and pictures of them jumping.
I broke my back. Spinal.
Right into a foam pit that was part of an interactive exhibit, but they had no idea the pit was shallow. Now the exhibit is causing controversy all over the internet.
CBS 8's Regina Urita took the claims to the company spearheading TwitchCon.
TwitchCon took.
No, it was concrete. It was just concrete. Spinal. Yeah, literally.
Twitter, you can see how two women try to knock one another off their platform.
Dude, are you fucking kidding me? They were playing Unga Bunga on top of concrete.
Using foam noodles. The only problem was the pit of foam cubes were scattered over bare concrete that was only a foot deep. And
What? This is even worse than I thought.
I just saw Keffel's
This is
tweet.
insane.
Once they jumped off, it
Dude, they're playing Unga Bunga on top of
streamer
it.
Luck Vanis. Seconds after realizing she was injured and posting on social media the day after a picture that she had dislocated her knee. Another streamer and adult film actress Adriana Chechik tweeted on social media she had broken her back
Dude,
and
I
was
can't. Here, look.
Ah, I found that chick in
Dude, this is the fucking ball pit.
Unga bunga, unga bunga. What is that? Dollars. The hell is it to the dog? Let's do this! Yeah!
That was literally TwitchCon. That's crazy.
going to need
Yeah, it's her vertebrae, dude. Spinal. Well, I broke. I'm sorry, dude. I can't read that sentence without laughing. I understand this is no laughing matter. But, dude. I can't. It's so funny, dude. Adriana Chechik said...
Nick just started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Adriana Chechik said...
I broke my back.
What do you mean by that? You broke
back is broken.
What, a vertebrae or what portion?
Spinal.
On Nicholas DeOrio.
Keffels appreciated the shout out.
Me monkey. Me like Unga Bunga. Me paralyzed from waist down.
Dude, they became Tonka Saw in one foul swoop. They became Tonka Saw, going for super berries, dude. Yo, thank you for the gifted. I appreciate it. When it rains, it pours, and I'm definitely feeling the rain right
Can I say
now.
something to you,
Holy
Nick?
shit, dude!
I really
All right,
Why?
ladies and gentlemen, that was the TwitchCon segment. How fucking long was that?